Sports and an update brought to you by the ESPN Wisconsin app. Live streaming of your favorite ESPN Wisconsin shows, easy access to ESPN Madison on YouTube, and daily podcasts so you don't ever miss a second. Your state, your teams, your ESPN. Download the ESPN Wisconsin app today. Reaction continues to the Wisconsin Badgers now officially hiring Shawn Eichorst as their next athletic director. The university officially announced the news this morning. That's after multiple outlets reported Eichorst as the finalist in Wisconsin's AD search yesterday. And according to ESPN's Pete Thamel, it's a 5-year deal for Eichorst, who most recently worked as Texas's deputy athletic director and chief operating officer. Find out full reactions and more breakdowns from the past 24 hours available on the ESPN Wisconsin app and the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. Tonight, the Milwaukee Brewers are back at it for Game 3 of 4 versus the Reds this week. The Crew took the first 2 games, including a 5-3 comeback on Monday and a 7-2 victory last night. First pitch tonight is at 7:10, and Shane Johan will get the start for the Brewers. Then tomorrow, it's the Miz, Jacob Mizorowski, starting the series finale. First pitch on Thursday is at 1:10. Tune in tonight, tomorrow, and all summer long right here on Madison's home of the Brewers, 100.5 ESPN. Molly and Jim starts right now.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com. Jim Rutledge.
For me, Jordan Love can start shutting people up by just winning the damn division one time.
Molly Brown.
I actually think Jaden Reed is going to be like the guy within the next 2 years, not Christian Watson.
Welcome to Wisconsin's afternoon hangout.
You think the Packers would win 5?
Yes, that's what I said.
Neutral
I said it
field?
3 times.
Okay,
5 and 5.
fine. Why?
This is Molly and Jim, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. Alongside Molly Brown, here's Jim Rutledge.
Welcome into Molly and Jim, where the mountains are always blue and sometimes we are chill. You can see me in my awesome Coors Light polo on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. Molly Brown, you are bright today.
I am, and you've said that to me like 3 times today, which
Well,
is
I'm saying
nice.
on the air,
No, I know.
so, like,
I'm
yeah,
saying
yeah.
it's nice. I'm
Yeah.
not complaining. Don't get me wrong. I am not complaining. It just points out the fact that I wear a lot of dark clothing. So thank you.
All right.
You're like, that wasn't my intention.
Classic Molly to turn it negative here.
No,
But like,
no.
your clothes, they pop today, though. Like, it's not just that you normally dress like you're going to a funeral.
Yeah, my romper is popping. My romper is cool.
Yes.
All the boys keep jocking. They chase me after school. Yes. Do you guys know that reference?
No, not at all.
Come on, you guys. My lip gloss is popping. My lip gloss is cool. All the boys keep jocking. They chase me after school. Come on. Come on.
Expand.
I'm turning red, and we might get flagged because I just sang that so well on YouTube.
Right, that's fair.
No, it's like a song about her lip gloss is popping, and then I'm wearing a romper.
Who's?
I don't remember what the girl's name was. She was a one-hit wonder. Well, I can't ask you guys.
I don't know. All I know is that that's getting clipped. So.
Lil Mama. Her name is Lil Mama.
All right.
Lil Mama sings lip gloss is
And
popping.
how old is this song?
Let me look it up. It's got to be like 15. 2008. So Riley wasn't even born. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey now.
The year I moved here. Wow.
How many years ago is that? 18? No, 14. No, 20. 19. 18. 18?
You got
okay.
it right the first time.
I can't believe you guys didn't know that. But I appreciate you saying that I'm nice and colorful. I look colorful and summery and tan and all the things that I'm not on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. And like I said, it just points out the fact that I wear a lot of dark clothing, which I do.
So we're going to let Molly just turn
Jim's flustered now.
Turn a positive into a negative. But Shawn Eichorst trying to turn a negative into a positive here at the University of Wisconsin. And lots of fans are upset. I haven't seen a lot of people being super amped about the hire. And I'll give you this. It's not like this is the sexy hire where you're like, yeah, we got our new AD that's going to change how we do things around here. Everything's going to be different, and it's great because it's different, and they would be hiring the imaginary, and I'm just creating a person. I'm not going to use any of the people who were possibly up for the job, but we're going to hire this person, 45-year-old youngster who, as an AD, that's a youngster, 45-year-old up-and-coming youngster who's got a background in administration but also a background in sales and is handsome or beautiful, whichever, however they're coming out there, and then all of a sudden they can speak eloquently, they get you excited, this imaginary person that just rolls in here and saves Badger Athletics. That wasn't going to happen.
Why?
Because they don't exist. How many schools have cool ADs / do you know the AD of?
So the only one that comes to my mind, I mean, obviously we know obviously we know who it is in Wisconsin, but like McIntosh we knew because it was an abject failure. The only one that I can think of is like when Iowa was going through some turmoil a few years ago, and then they just hired their new person a couple years ago. And honestly, I don't even know their name. So like that really shows you how much you should know about an athletic director. I know that she's doing a good job. I don't know what her name is.
Isn't that what you should know about an athletic director?
Is if they're doing good or bad?
It's like a kicker or a punter. If you know, like, especially your punter, if you know your punter's name.
Well, Packer fans, we don't know what our kicker's name is right now.
Or
so.
A long snapper. Like, you don't want to know your long snapper's name.
Yeah. Because otherwise things are going bad.
You want an AD that you don't know the name of.
Right.
So, as much of, like, we're all angsty about Shawn Eichorst, here are two things that it's not sexy. It's not super hyperbolic. It's not like, all right, we're going to do this. But when you say he is qualified and he is capable, I don't know. That's kind of what you want out of an athletic director, right? He's qualified for the job.
Okay, and qualified because he's had similar roles, like in his. But I mean, I don't want to make a positive into a negative, but like we talked about him being at Nebraska.
Yes, he's had success and failures at big time programs. So that doesn't mean he's perfect, but if he was perfect, he'd be at these programs. You have to hope that what he learned at Texas will be the difference here. Of that, he obviously learned at Wisconsin, learned at Miami for a little bit, learned at Nebraska. And then went down to Texas. By all accounts, the University of Texas, and we're not going to get into, at some point we'll get into the hilariously AI quotes from the people down in Texas.
Seen these.
Riley can get to those a little bit later.
They don't say y'all in them or what?
That would be even better. But I'm not buying those, but like it sounds like the vibe around Eichorst in Texas was that he did his specific job well. And then, Riley, you were sharing some of the kind of, what were the scores you found from his time at Nebraska, where basically they were asking student athletes and coaches, what do you think of the athletic director?
Yes, that was from an article put out by a Nebraska football beat writer that was posted by Badger Extra. And he did a whole story. He covered Eichorst when he was at Nebraska, and he's surprised that he's getting this opportunity. But he wrote that the student athletes specifically loved the leadership when he was there, and they loved Eichorst. And that seems to be a pretty common thread, that he is really big on making sure the student athletes have a great time and are treated really well while they're on campus.
You know how like when you're making like a pros and cons list when you're trying to do like a big life decision, right? Like I almost want to write down every single pro that we've heard about Eichorst, and then, did I just say his name right or wrong?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
All of a sudden, he has a name that I panic once I say it. I'm like, wait, is his last name actually like Elkhorn or something?
And
I don't want to like mess you up.
After Gutekunst.
I think I might just call him Shawn, like because I will remember Shawn. Shawn with a W. But like I almost want to make a pros list and a cons list, or like a tally of like, okay, I have 5 pros and I have two cons.
Let's do it. All right, we're right down to pros. Pros, coaches, players loved him.
Yep. Number one.
Which, okay, as we dive into this, is super interesting. And honestly, a good thing, because I don't think that people would have said the same thing about Chris McIntosh. Obviously, there's different lawsuits that are happening in terms of how players were treated. Like, so that to me is really good to see, almost the complete opposite of what was here before.
844-770-3776. It's Carbon Talk text line. List is more. You can chime in with your pros and cons about the hiring of Shawn Eichorst. And
it's funny because I don't know if any of us actually have any real, like, feeling. Well, obviously we have feelings and opinions on it, but, like, none of us actually know because nobody knows who this guy is. You know what I mean?
Right, that's fair. We don't even know how old he is.
Right. This guy doesn't have a Wikipedia page. Maybe he has one today because he got hired. But otherwise, when I was trying to do research yesterday, I'm like, I can't find this guy's Wikipedia anywhere.
But we did see that. I guess the con, which I want to circle back to this one, but I think in that same article, I think they said he was allergic to the media. So I guess it's like a face of the program.
No bueno. Con.
Yes. All right, to the media. Con, do we go with...
Hired Mike Riley?
Fired Bo Pelini?
Is that are those both cons?
I think let's start with firing Bo Pelini. Was that a pro or a con at that point in time? Because it
that
sounds
one-
like
I don't know if you can say objectively that's a con.
I was
Because
gonna say,
so many
because-
people hated Bo Pelini.
And we talked to
And-
Lane Grindle
yes.
yesterday, and you can
Yes.
see it on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. He kind of hinted that the old fuddy-duddies, the hoity-toities at Nebraska,
They ran him out.
They ran him out. And in that day and age, which doesn't seem like a long time ago, but that was probably 2011, 12, something like that. And Bo Pelini was there probably from 08 through that time. Like, yeah, it was still old-timey football, especially like Nebraska. I mean, think of Wisconsin, but even more aged is how I think of like how Nebraska
More
views
aged cheddar.
football.
Yeah.
And so I think they just like 6 years ago got rid of the wishbone offense there. I'm kidding, but like not really. So with this, I'm going to put it down as hiring Mike Riley.
Yes.
As the con.
okay. So what are we at?
We got 2 cons.
How many pros? 2, right?
1. What's the other one? Oh, experience.
Experience. Tons of Power 4 athletic
I'm
director
gonna write down-
experience.
Pros is Texas.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Because even we'll take a look at the press release comments later from Chris Del Conte and Steve Sarkisian, but they are very positive. And I just saw a tweet from
me
the
a positive
CFO, the Chief Financial Officer of Texas. They quote tweeted Wisconsin's announcement of his hire, and he was like, "Worked with him every day for the past 8 years. I love Shawn. He's a pleasure to work with. He's going to be awesome at Wisconsin. He got a good one." So it seems like the Texas people love him.
Interesting.
what about dream job?
I like that.
That this is his dream job.
And he had to leave a great position where everyone loved him at Texas, and
He probably
no
got
one.
paid pretty well.
Yeah, and I doubt no one was ever going to call for his job
Right.
at Texas
Right.
to come here in a place where he will have very high expectations.
What about being from Wisconsin? Like a Wisconsin native. Is that a pro or a
I'd
con?
say that's a pro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Understands what he's getting himself into. He knows the fan base. He's been, I think I said this yesterday, but he's lived in Milwaukee. He's lived in Whitewater. He's lived in Madison.
Yeah. He's all over.
Yeah.
I
He's
still
from
don't know where
Lone Rock,
What
wherever
the hell
that is.
Lone Rock on the side note?
I
still
don't know.
I
I've been meaning to look this
I
up,
just
so I'm going to look it
assume
up right
it's near
now.
I
Whitewater.
think it's western Wisconsin, if I had to guess off the top of my head.
Probably on a lone rock.
All right. Cons.
Oh, it's by Spring Green.
Spring Green. Oh, okay. That's not that far.
That's like over by like where Greg Gard is from. He's from Cobb, Wisconsin.
Are those positives that he worked with at least at the same time that Greg Gard and Mark Johnson were here?
Yeah, connections, I'd say. So that's a pro.
I mean, what does their crossover have to do with it? Just so you're going to be able to work well with those people potentially.
I mean, this most successful program, obviously that should be able to just be pick up and go. What about this one? And I don't know how to specifically say it, but so Eichorst was here at Wisconsin. What was the time frame?
I believe 2006 through 2011.
So that's
if I remember
still
correctly.
it's not the full-on Badgers are the Badgers era. And I have a feeling that some of the stuff with the Badgers, and we'll get into this later, with like they finally got Culver's to sign on for the jersey, is that the Badgers very much carried themselves hoity-toity of like, hey, we're the Badgers. Sign this because we're the Badgers. Come work with us. And I have a feeling, at least talking to people who worked with Barry Alvarez back in the day, that was not how it was with Barry. It was very much how Pat Richter talked about it. That when you're in sales, you're in customer service. And that startup small business mentality that Wisconsin had when Barry got here, I think, and Pat brought it as well, but Barry brought it to the football program. Eichorst might have some of that left in him of understanding that I'm coming here. This isn't Texas. I know what the big stuff looks like. We ain't that. So we need to go out there and remind ourselves that we're in customer service. So we need to go to Culver's and say, we want to work with you. We want your money. We want your brand. What do we have to do? Instead of just saying, Culver's, here's what it costs.
Yeah.
As an example. And like someone with that mentality, a customer service mentality, which to me applies in this sort of, if the coaches and players loved him, someone with that like serving mentality could work out well.
And you look, he does have pretty good fundraising acumen. If you will look at his time at Miami, that's really the only thing of note he did is he raised money for the football program. He increased fundraising from the Booster Club, which is kind of shocking at Miami, given how much money I would assume was already pouring in. And at Nebraska, he headed up so many capital projects, so many facility renovations, like Memorial Stadium got a big facelift when he was there. That needed him to go out and raise a ton of money. I believe their wrestling team, their volleyball team, wherever that field house, their version of the field house, I think that got totally redone when he was there. That cost a ton of money. So he's good at finding money and getting people to donate to the AD,
which is
nice.
arguably the most important thing in Wisconsin athletics right now.
Right now, you could definitely make the case.
Okay, so what are we at? Pros and cons.
Well, here's what we got. I think we'll just draw the list here. We have experience. Coaches, players loved him. Texas, dream job. Wisconsin native, fundraising. Cons, allergic to the media. And
Mike Riley.
Mike Riley. Yeah.
Which could be pretty big cons.
Yes, without a doubt.
Especially the situation that he's walking into with Luke Fickell in this football program.
And from some stuff I've read, I don't know how much stock you want to put in this, but it seemed like he wasn't the biggest leader. Like, he wasn't a big presence at either Miami or Nebraska. He wasn't great at being the face of everything, which could tie in with the allergic to media.
Right. I mean, and I guess I could look at it two ways. If you want to look at it like positive, it could be that you have the right people around you in order to lean on them to go out and do those things, especially if he's doing kind of more of the behind the scenes, putting it all together, I guess. But obviously you can find the negative to look at too, that, we already had that in Chris McIntosh, and also what feels like in Luke Fickell, that we know that neither of them are like how Greg Gard is out in the community at different things. So, interesting.
844-770-3776. That's the Carbon Stock text line. List is more. If you got any more pros or cons for us, please share it on the other side. Molly, I already said that you're looking delightful and bright today.
Delightful.
Your face.
Delightful's odd.
Your face is even more delightful.
Oh, thank you. My face is going to start turning red because that was incredibly awkward. But I look delightful and colorful and all the things and glowing because I go to Carbon World Health. And you can look glowing and beautiful, too, if you head over there. They have all the different things. You guys have heard me talk about me getting my monthly hydrofacials. I absolutely love it. It's like a little me time. But it doesn't take too much time out of my day, which is what I absolutely love. So if you are looking to get started on your health and wellness journey, head over to carbonworldhealth.com.
You're hanging out with Molly and Jim on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Imagine the peace of mind knowing your home or business is safe 24/7. I'm Jeffrey Beckman, president of J&K Security Solutions, and we provide security you can trust. Serving Madison and southern Wisconsin, J&K Security Solutions offers state-of-the-art home and business security systems tailored to your needs. From video surveillance to home and business automation, to find out how J&K Security can help secure what matters most in your life, visit jksecurity.com.
There's a spirit you can only find in Door County, and Door County Distillery bottles it. Hey, it's Riley Yauk. Locally made in Carlsville, Door County Distillery crafts small batch spirits with Wisconsin ingredients and the flavors that make Door County unforgettable. From brandy, gin, whiskey, and my favorite, cherry vodka, my dad makes a mean cherry mule, to cocktails, tastings, tours, and more. It's a true Door County experience. Visit Door County Distillery in Carlsville or find your local retailer and more at doorcountydistillery.com.
Life moves fast. Your car should move with it. At Zimbrick Chevrolet, they've got a vehicle and payment options that fit every stage of your journey. Just graduated? Start smart in a Chevy Trax. Stylish, efficient, and budget-friendly. Growing your family? The Equinox gives you the space and versatility you need. And when life gets even bigger, the Traverse or Tahoe is ready for it all. Kids, carpools, and road trips. Visit them today in Sun Prairie or online at ZimbrickChevrolet.com. Zimbrick Chevrolet, the name you can trust.
Are you starting college, moving to a new apartment, or just looking to create a new vibe in your college living? Make IKEA your first stop for everything you need to create a college space that's all you. Whether you're looking to add color with cozy bedding, organize your dorm with smart storage solutions, or find that perfect sleeper sofa for those weekend visits, IKEA has your college life covered. And verified college students get 15% off when they sign up for IKEA Family. It's free and packed with rewards. So go grab your roommate and head to IKEA Oak Creek or shop online at ikea.us or the IKEA app.
I'm very familiar with Gruber Law Offices because they're always out in the community.
Gruber Law Offices are known to be honest, hardworking.
They're always involved in our neighborhoods.
Gruber Law Offices make our community a better place.
They are the best. For nearly 40 years, Gruber Law Offices has helped people throughout Wisconsin. If you're injured, we're here to help. One call, that's all.
Wisconsin would not be the same without Gruber Law Offices.
Dealing with storm damage? That's never fun. That's why homeowners are turning to Everlight Solar for roofing and exterior repairs done right. They handle the entire process, from insurance claims to fixing your roof with one trusted team. Less stress, faster solutions, and a home that stays protected from the elements. If your roof took a hit, Everlight's got you covered. Visit everlightroofing.com to get started today. That's everlightroofing.com. Everlight, a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics.
Brian Butch here. From high school All-American to Division I to the pros, I've spent a lifetime putting in the work. And this 4th of July, Iron Jock is celebrating with one of our biggest deals of the summer. From June 25th through July 6th, get 40% off all Iron Jock gear with a minimum purchase of $50 using code ESPN40. Excludes clearance and gift cards. Whether you're training, traveling, grilling out, or just staying active this summer, Iron Jock gear is built to keep up. Our products are moisture-wicking, anti-static, built for performance, built to last, built in Wisconsin. Shop now at ironjock.com.
The ESPN Madison Open, presented by Coors Light, is back. On Monday, August 3rd, the ESPN Madison crew is packing our bags and teeing off at TPC, Wisconsin for a day on the links. This year's Open is benefiting Paul's Party, a Madison area nonprofit helping kids with physical disabilities experience the joy of sports.
The ESPN Madison Open is also brought to you by Hard Rock Casino Rockford, Carbless, Siding Unlimited, Bruner Realty, Bora Cove Osmond, and Clear Vision Pro Wash.
Thank you for making a difference in our community.
You're listening to Molly and Jim, presented by Coors Light. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions, securing homes and businesses in the Madison area since 1987. Welcome back to Molly and Jim, your afternoon home for Wisconsin sports talk on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Jim continues on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream, ESPN Wisconsin app. I'm
Something
digging the
funny?
song. The song. I'm just laughing at the song. Not at you, Molly. Relax. Molly got defensive there, right?
No, I didn't. I was just like, what's funny? I'm not in on the joke.
Adam and Moho, I think that's a good segue. Your lead-ups to the sponsors are nauseating sometimes.
Adam, sometimes
Well,
that's
it's
on
weird when
purpose.
you got somebody saying, "Oh, you look delightful."
Yeah, I mean, what do you want me to say? Molly, your face needs to get cleaned up. Maybe go get a facial.
I mean, be honest with me.
All right,
Honesty is the best policy.
That'll be the next one then. So, hey, Riley, you need more jewelry. You should go to Chalmers Jewelers in Madison or in Middleton. Get yourself a vintage watch. They also have new watches like ball watches and all that great stuff over at Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton and in Madison. Madison's custom and family-owned jeweler. How do you like that, Adam? All right, so Shawn Eichorst is the AD. It's official, and we ran through a little pros and cons list. And one of the ones that we kind of stuck on was allergic to the media. And I get like all the roots of the connotation there were like, all right, he needs to be a good public face and all of that. But at the same time, I don't know the athletic director for most great programs in college athletics. Like, who's Kentucky's for basketball? Like, who's their athletic director?
Couldn't tell you.
Who's Kansas?
No idea.
Yeah.
Honestly, Riley, I'm looking at you because for some weird reason, I feel like you know random athletic directors.
See, I feel feels like some random bar trivia I should know, and I have no idea.
Like Jesse and Ryan would crush at this, right?
Probably.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
But still, like, what would you, like? Probably would get like 5 out of the Power 25 schools.
Mm-hmm. You only know who athletic directors are at these schools if things are going horribly wrong.
Yeah, scandals usually.
Yes.
So
yes. Like there was the thing with LSU, right? Wasn't like their AD trying to step in, trying to get like the governor was stepping in to get their AD hired or something like that.
Yes,
Then it's like, oh, okay, like their AD's in the media. Like,
I think the governor was the AD for a hot minute. Like it was some weird succession where everyone kept on getting fired. Where they're like, all right, I guess it's the governor. What kind of plan is that? But it does remind you of like, oh yeah, these are public institutions.
Would you rather have Evers running Wisconsin athletics or
Eichorst? Is it Eichorst?
I don't freaking know.
Eichorst?
Now I am in my head. I knew it was Eichorst, but now I'm like in my head that it's Eichorst, Eichorn.
Well, then you see Evers and Eichorst. That
yes, like I am just getting all mumble jumbled. All I know is that it's Shawn with a W.
All right, that's more than I knew though.
Yeah. Not SEA yet.
Oh, I thought it was S. Isn't there a U in there? Isn't one of them spelled with a U?
Shawn, probably SHAUN.
SHAUN, yep,
but he is SHAWN.
All right.
So I'm going to call him Shawn.
Shawnee Eichorst. Ike? What nickname should we give him? 844-770-3776.
Well, the
Talk text line,
thumbnail
voicemail.
on today's episode is "We Like Ike?" ?
Oh.
So
I kind of like Ike. Should we just like Mike?
Ike. You can tell Molly has me muted on Twitter because I did make a fake
Oh,
button.
did you? What'd
It's
you
a
do?
button. It's I like Ike. Do you remember that from like having to learn that in school?
No.
Of Eisenhower, and they had these buttons. It was like a famous.
Jim, I'm sorry. When was Eisenhower president?
I wasn't alive either. Riley knew what it was. It's something you learned in school in history class. It was like a famous campaign of I like Ike, I-K-E. And so I popped into ChatGPT and said, make I like Ike, but E-I-C-H.
I've never seen
Make
this in
that
my
button.
life.
You've never seen that button?
No.
All right.
I'm not
That's
old.
sad. Riley's younger than you. You can't use the old card on this one. You just didn't pay attention to history class.
Joe on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream, remember you can always stream us there, says, I like the Eichorst. I like the Ike hire. I think his blend of experience of working in the Wisconsin athletic department and his time away will be the perfect balance needed to be successful in this era of college sports.
Should we just ask a question? Do you like Ike?
But do we spell it E-I-C-H?
Yeah.
No.
Right? No.
I mean, yeah, we have to.
Yeah, E-I-C-H would be how you spell it.
Because here's what I want to get at, and I'm trying to figure out how to ask it. I don't want to talk about Ike 12 months from now. Like, I honestly, if we're a good athletic program, if we're the athletic department that we want to be, 12 months from today, we should not be talking about him. Because either Luke Fickell is successful and he's still the head football coach at Wisconsin and people are happy about it, which means 8-9 wins minimum. And we're like, all right, we'll just ride the momentum and we'll see what happens.
It's a lot of wins.
It is. Or he's fired and the new coach has already been coaching the program for a couple months. Because if Fickell's fired, it's going to be in like December and you'll have a new coach by January.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why 12 months from today, I don't want to have to even think about the Badgers athletic director. I want him to be so irrelevant, Molly, that you forget how to say his name.
Fair. I forget what his name is. If you're Ike, are you coming into this program knowing this athletic department knowing what you want to do with the football program? Like genuinely, I know I talked about it yesterday that I can't imagine being in this position of what the football program is now and being able to set whatever the parameters are for what Luke Fickell has to do in terms of success. Like if you are coming into this, are you coming in with a clear head and saying, let's see what this season holds? Or are you like, okay, if he only has 6 wins, he's out. Well, let's put it at 7, right? If he only has 7 wins, he's out. Or if he has 8+, you're good. You got another year. Like what is the mentality that you are coming in to this program? Because I can't imagine coming in with no idea of what you want to do and what your feelings are.
So I don't know if this is a good answer or not, but if I was Ike and I'm coming into this program, but I'm doing this as me because I don't know who Ike is really. But I would come in and say, hey, all right, I'm open to keeping Fickell, but he has to show real improvement here. Because from afar, the Wisconsin Badgers football team has been a laughingstock. Mm-hmm. And I'm coming from SEC country. I'm coming from Texas. I know what good football looks like. I know what a good football program looks like. I was in and around it. I know how it operates. I know what good coaching looks like. I worked for Barry Alvarez, who was a great coach. I know it. I know it when I see it. Brett Bielema was here. I know what a good program looks like. Mm-hmm. And I want to see what the program looks like. I want to get to know Luke Fickell. I also have to be very aware that Luke Fickell right now is not popular. And 7 wins is not going to make him more popular. One of the things that Chris McIntosh did was shoot himself in the foot immediately by swinging so big for Fickell. Because I think, and again, obviously Mac wasn't fired, but the whole vibe of the program, even if the wins aren't dramatically more, is different if Jim Leonard's the coach.
Yeah. I mean,
So,
fans are a lot more lenient to him for sure.
So if I'm Eichorst, I'm understanding that if I keep Fickell at 7 wins, I'm probably going to lose the fan base immediately. Like, that's a big risk in the idea of I have to take that into account. If I see this program and Fickell comes out and wins 7 games, however the circumstances are, I'm going to say, you know what? That's not enough because I have to sell this to all the boosters, to all the possible sponsors, and to the fans to get their asses back into Camp Randall, and this isn't going to do it because part of football is PR. Now, 8's the horrible number, and 9's the number where you go, okay, I can do this. And so your question was, do I come in with an idea? I think I come in with a line of
demarcation.
Yes. And I don't know if it's a hard, like, hey, you got to have 9 wins.
You have
but
an
it's like,
over-under.
I have to, 1, see how this program operates, and 2, take the pulse of Badger Nation, which includes, and I hate to say this to the fans, but, like, most importantly, Ted Kellner, the boosters, sponsors, and corporate.
Mm-hmm.
And also, how full is Camp Randall in that last game?
Yeah.
If that stadium is full,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know who they played the last game of the year at Camp Randall, but if that stadium is full.
It wasn't Illinois, was it? No.
I think it was.
It might have
because,
been.
They played Minnesota on the road.
Yeah.
Last year to finish
that
up
was
the
a
season.
full. That was a full stadium also
Yes.
because Illinois is ranked.
Right. And it was Bielema.
Student section
And they
was
had
not
won
full.
2 in a row.
That was their second ranked win in a row.
Yeah, because they beat Washington earlier in the
I
year,
was
right?
at that game. Oh, my God. That was.
Unnamed in the 715, which text us in your number as well, or your name as well. But he says on the Carbos Talking text line 844-770-3776. Actually, I feel that the UW is doing the hiring ass backwards. Should be the president, the chancellor, and then athletic director, like when Wiley, Ward, and Shalala were there with Barry, so they can form a mission statement and vision for both education and athletics. They worked cohesively together and took the UW from a laughing stock to a top-tier school.
I agree. My gut tells me that whoever the interim president is will end up being in charge at Wisconsin.
In charge of everything?
Yes. The person who I think I saw some places kind of signed off on this. Just like I think Morocco Brown was signed off on, the GM of Badger football that was hired in the intermediary time here. I don't think that was done without Shawn Eichorst's knowledge.
Well, and that was like literally one of our first questions when the Morocco Brown news broke of like, okay, so that means that they have an AD hired, right? Because you're not going to hire his staff without hiring the guy.
I don't want to say that maybe the hiring committee was a formality, but I think it was closer to a formality than an actual search committee.
What makes you say that? Just the way that it's kind of unfolded?
Just the way things have unfolded, yes. And I think the same thing applies for the interim, because otherwise everything is just that. Why are you hiring Morocco Brown if you don't have an AD? Why are you hiring an AD if you don't have a president? I have a feeling that, and I forget his name, but whoever signed off of this at the top end of it, who was kind of leading it with okayed this hire of Eichorst, is in line to be the next person as well. Because that's the only thing that makes sense. Because I agree with you, 715.
Yeah, if Eric Wilcox, the interim chancellor right now, is currently up for the full-time position, that would make sense.
Can I ask you, also, I don't want to know the chancellor names either. Like, I don't know why.
See, that one's different because even when it was that one lady that went to Northwestern.
Becky Blank?
Like maybe it was because I was a student there at the time that I knew her name, but like I feel like you knew who it was because that's a prominent figure in the Madison community.
Yeah, I think students for sure. Like we all knew Becky. Everyone hated Becky during COVID. And
but
then,
like COVID
then you
would
had
stand out. Yeah.
Mnuchin.
But COVID like is a standout thing. Like maybe it's because I went to FAU. Like I don't know who the president was.
Yeah. That's fair. Yeah, COVID, I guess that probably changed.
Yeah.
Again, just
but
like an
I
AD,
went to school before COVID.
So like why? Like just like an AD, why would I know the president's name of the school? Mm-hmm. Unless they're screwing something up.
That's true. That is true.
Exactly. Unless you're looking for someone to be mad at for something that happened.
It's a lot. Yeah, a lot of like the big figures you don't need to know unless things go haywire. Fair.
All right. Well, you know what? I want to talk more about this, but we'll do it on the other side.
Molly and Jim rolls on after this on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
This is Aaron Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, letting you know that Siding Unlimited installs Pella windows and doors. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well. Earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year Award 5 times. New windows, our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. What's the next step? Call 608-220-0005 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
Here's the thing. Buying jewelry should feel good. Not rushed, not pressured, and definitely not final if it's not right. That's why at Condon Jewelers you can exchange your purchase so you actually end up with what you really want. And when it comes to value, Condon Jewelers offers some of the best prices in the area without sacrificing quality, service, or trust. So whether you're celebrating a big moment or just treating yourself, you can shop confidently knowing they've got your back. Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side.
We expect our information in real time. US Med carries continuous glucose monitors, which provide real-time readings of blood glucose levels. US Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 500 private insurers. So call 888-665-0696 today for a free insurance and Medicare benefits check as easy as... That's 888-665-0696.
Heat up your 4th of July at the Home Depot with our wide variety of grills under $300 and make every gathering one to remember. Give your outdoor space a glow up, whatever your budget is, with savings on seasonal plants starting at $5. With the grill fired up and your backyard set to perfection, you'll be able to invite friends and family over to kick off the party. Start celebrating with low prices guaranteed at the Home Depot. Prices may vary by store. Exclusions apply. See homedepot.com/price match for details.
Hey, it's Riley Yauk. Stay in the know on area high school sports and follow ESPN Madison on social media for Prep Mania on Deck, each week's preview for the top games and events. Prep Mania on Deck is brought to you by Zimbrick Honda, a proud supporter of high school sports and local communities.
Friday nights taste better at the Bridges. The Bridges Bar and Restaurant is back with a classic Friday fish fry, plus non-fish specials and prime rib. Great food, great drinks, and a perfect way to kick off the weekend. Fridays at the table and on the course at the Bridges Golf Course in Madison.
Bo here from Ridgetop Exteriors. Southern Wisconsin got hit hard with hail recently. If your home took a beating, now's the time to take action. We've been delivering top quality roofing, siding, and window services locally for over 23 years. With free damage assessments and insurance experts on staff, we've been your licensed, local, and trusted contractor since day one. Don't wait until small damage becomes a big problem. Turn to Ridgetop Exteriors today. RidgetopExteriors.com. That's RidgetopExteriors.com.
Ridgetop Exteriors.
We ask and you answer. Tune in to Molly and Jim every weekday from 4 to 6 and follow ESPN Madison on X to vote in daily poll questions. Presented by Siding Unlimited, your local window installation pros.
Hi, I'm Dr. Joseph Henningsen with Stoughton Health Ortho Team Clinic. I specialize in joint pain and joint pain surgery, specifically hip and knee replacement, including second-time surgery for hip and knee replacement.
Learn more at orthoteam.com.
Less than 4 in 10 kids aged 6 through 12 are playing sports regularly. 4 in 10 kids? Let it sink in. Just 4 in 10 kids. ESPN is building a nationwide coalition powered by Disney called Take Back Sports, with the purpose of training more coaches, expanding access, and creating community-driven sports programming that puts kids and fun first. We're working on that story. We hope you'll join us.
Visit takebacksports.org to learn more.
Hey, sports fans, the ESPN app has all of ESPN all in one place. The ESPN app is your home to thousands of live events, ESPN shows, and originals across every ESPN network in service. And now you can check if you already have ESPN Unlimited as part of your TV package for no additional cost. Visit activate.espn.com to learn how to access your account or sign up, then start streaming in the ESPN app. It's all of ESPN all in one place. Sign up or activate now.
Thanks for spending your afternoon with Molly and Jim on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Welcome back to Molly and Jim. One of the best parts of Door County is finding those local spots that capture the flavor. Door County Distillery is that place to be. Made locally right there in Carlsville, Door County. Door County Distillery crafts small batch spirits with Wisconsin ingredients, that unmistakable Door County character. Whether you're into their smooth, luminous vodka, their Door County cherry vodka, like myself, brandy for some old fashions, gin, whiskey, or something else, Door County Distillery has it all. Stop in and stock up for the summer today with Door County Distillery. The full experience is waiting for you. Find your local retailer and more at doorcountydistillery.com.
Mike from Merrill chimes in. He was the 715 from earlier. Marcus Sedbury was interim. Wonder if he comes back to the associate position. I think he was the GM of the program, of the football program.
Yes.
He was the GM, but now Morocco Brown is in. And also, if you're Marcus Sedbury, do you feel, I imagine he applied for the athletic director position, do you feel scorned if you didn't get selected too?
It's a good question. Again, when you look at resume, Eichorst is an easier sell to be like, okay, I get it. The man has been an athletic director multiple times. And
fair,
just
but
came
also
from
I've
Texas.
been here at Wisconsin in the recent history.
True.
So,
It's a
which
matter-
could work against you or for you, if we're being honest.
So,
I just wonder if you would want to stay.
I believe he had some sort of associate or assistant AD role at Baylor prior. So he has had a role like that before. So he'd be very qualified for either AD or assistant. But also, let's just look at this. Frankly, I believe Sedbury is decently younger than Eichorst. Eichorst signed a 5-year deal. According to Google AI, Eichorst is somewhere around 58, 59 years old because we can't find his birthday anywhere. But if he's that age, 5-6 years from now, is Sedbury lining himself up to be the next AD here and or line himself up to be an AD somewhere else? It's still a Power 5 job, so I would be hesitant to leave it if I was him, especially this stage in the game.
Right, but who knows? Maybe he was looking at other places too. I have no idea. I've nothing. But I do actually just want to add to our list of people that I don't want to know who they are or their names. I don't want to know who the GM is, which obviously we know that it's Morocco Brown right now.
Yep.
I don't want to know that in the future.
Yep.
I don't want to know who the associate director of athletics is. Full transparency, don't care, don't want to know.
Yes, again, good programs. We also don't want to know who the boosters are. Unless they're
True. Unless it's Mark freaking Cuban.
Right.
I'm in.
Right. Culver's fine. Craig Culver, fine. John Menard, fine. It's in your name. But otherwise, I don't care.
Ted Kellner, and that's all. That's all we got right now.
And I don't want to hear Ted Kellner's name for 24 months at a minimum. If we hear Ted Kellner's name again, we're in trouble. We just need to stop having this conversation. The man has more airtime than Mark Tauscher. So,
Jeez.
Riley.
Oh, poor Teddy.
What, you think he goes by Teddy?
Well, maybe Theodore. No.
Do you think people in his life call him Teddy?
I mean, the
Theodore?
University of Wisconsin probably calls him Daddy Teddy. Right? It's a sugar daddy. That is making both very uncomfortable.
Papa Ted.
There you go.
I like Papa Ted.
Papa Ted, yeah.
So,
Papa Bear.
So, Wisconsin beat reporter John Stepp just posted a video. I believe this is from a public meeting because it appears to be a screen grab of Shawn Eichorst talking with interim Chancellor Dean Wilcox, and he is explaining his time at Nebraska. This is about a 2-minute long video, him talking about his time at Nebraska. So I am very curious. I was able to get through about a minute of it before we had to come back on. Does listening to him talk about his time at Nebraska make you feel better or worse about Shawn Eichorst as the new AD? Here he is.
My experience in Nebraska, and I've said this consistently, I was blessed and honored to serve that great institution. I have great memories, a lot of friends. We tried to do everything we could in order to do all the things I just described relative to my vision here at Wisconsin. And by any measure over a period of time, I think we were very innovative in the way in which we were doing things. We were very innovative in which we were taking care of our kids. We were pretty successful competitively as well. I know this, football is really important. I get that. I understand that. I played it. I've been around the best. I'm connected to the best thought leaders relative to football. I do not make decisions in a vacuum. I try to communicate with as many people as I can with respect to the information I have. And so what I take away is growth. We all learn, especially times of adversity, resilience, all those things we talk to our young people about. I'm looking in the mirror. And so I look at it as a positive experience. And moving forward, I'm going to use every ounce of my soul to learn and to listen and to continue to strive to get better. Everything that I try to do with respect to how I do it comes with character and integrity and information and trying to make decisions in the best interest of the great folks I work for. And so that will continue. But I've learned a ton, and the game has evolved. The landscape has evolved, and our transition here should be proof positive that you can take a program and you can enhance the program and be creative and innovative, and it all comes down to people. And the people got to be aligned and on the same page, not unlike our teams when they're going out there competing. They got to execute a game plan, and in order to do that at a high level, you all got to be on the same page. And so but I take great pride in what we did.
So he's a talker. That's a rambling answer. But the question I have is, who's in the video with him?
That was Eric Wilcox.
That's what I thought. So it's just you get like a snippet of his interview?
This looks like a Teams call. I don't know who was invited to it. I don't know who got the Teams link here.
But also, yes, I agree. But this is strange because also if you're being hired, like where in the process is this? Like, why is he not here? I don't know if you're interviewing for the athletic director.
I mean, how do you know
job.
that he's not here?
Well, why is he on Teams then? This isn't COVID era. Like, get your ass to the office.
Would you rather have Wisconsin spend their money on a private jet for this guy, or do you want him to go get endorsements or go get players?
I don't want a program that has to choose.
Fair. Very try hard with all the Wisconsin stuff in the background, though. I mean, I understand that that's part of your job to have to do that, to have the helmet and the football and the basketball and all the different things in the cases, but a little try hard for me. And the red tie, I just. Why didn't you borrow your little brooch?
Yeah. Brooch. I don't know. It looked like Riley's room.
Yeah, basically.
I mean, damn near. Pretty close. And if you look at his picture in the press release, the tweet they put out, he does have Jim's little W pin on his chest.
I would imagine because it came from a Badgers event.
Right. He kind of looks like Greg Gard to me. Do you guys get that vibe? Also looks older than 58, 59. He clearly doesn't get hydrofacials done in Garden World Health. I'm not being mean, but did he believe him? I mean, to me, it's like everything was great. It was a positive experience at Nebraska, but also,
what are you gonna say?
I would have,
but wouldn't have been like
a little acknowledgement of, hey, I messed up.
Yeah, I learned from my lesson,
and I learned from my mistake. That was the only thing I think that was missing from his answer there.
I do like that he said,
Everything
I try to do everything in my power to be able to make that a competitive program but also I think we kind of heard that from Mac too, and look how that ended up happening. So
yeah, I mean, the one thing that maybe you never know, are you trying not to admit a mistake, or are you just trying to not be a jerk to Mike Riley? This is going to end up somewhere I screwed it up. He sucked. That was awful. So there's I don't know which one it is, but there's probably a little bit of if you're the AD, you're kind of a career politician at some level too. Not all these guys are Barry, where they're just going to say what's on their mind.
But okay, you're a PR guy, so what should he have said in order to appease the people like me and Riley?
Well, so two things. One, that was really long and he was kind of boring. But
that I would agree.
Yeah.
I don't think that Wilcox moved once.
No.
I think he was just but he looked nice. He was just there, okay.
What do you think he was? Do you think he was locked in, or is he just going, no?
I mean, I would hope for an interim chancellor you are locked in, but also no idea.
Would you have been locked in?
No.
I would have checked. I mean,
I was checked out in that 2-minute clip or whatever it was. I'm glad that we heard it.
Well, I think that says something right there, and potentially why he is not the biggest fan of the media. If he just doesn't have that presence.
I did write down that he seemed nervous. Like there was a little bit of. Yeah, I mean, well, that wasn't his interview. Like,
what was that?
I would assume it wasn't his interview.
No, I'm saying that wasn't like his hiring interview.
Well, right,
now,
but
granted, it wasn't an interview, yeah, but also, like we said before, if you're in this position and you have been in this position, one of the pros on our list was experience. You should have experience speaking with media. You should not be nervous.
He's allergic to
but
it.
But you should not be nervous to speak to people. That is part of your job, is speaking to people. You do not get into an athletic director role by not speaking to people.
No, agreed. That video did not really change my opinion of him, but it did not inspire any sort of confidence.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you that much for sure.
Yeah.
Because it was kind of a big meh.
Are they going to do like a intro? Riley, I know you're in on like all the Wisconsin behind the scenes stuff, and you are too, Jim, with you guys doing the jump around and everything. But like, are they going to do a whole introductory press conference? Like, I'm anticipating that. I personally don't remember Chris McIntosh's, but if they did one, I have no idea. But I do remember Luke Fickell's. Any word on the street?
Mm-hmm. I don't remember Max either, but from what they said, they put at the very end of the press release that they will have an event at Camp Randall introducing him soon. So if I had to guess, it's probably going to be in the south end zone, similar to what we saw with Fickell last time around. Lots of pomp and circumstance, and media will be there. Probably some boosters, some people in the department, etc.
Teddy,
just Papa Ted. Who knows?
Riley doesn't want to say the other word.
Say him on.
Daddy Teddy.
There you go. All right, well, we got a minute to win it.
You can't confuse Papa Ted with like Big Papa that we got going. You know, like there's just too many Papas.
I've never called Ashton Big Papa.
Not yet. Anyways, what were we saying? Minute to win it?
Yeah, we've got a minute to win it coming up here. So now what do I do? Just take the callers?
Yes. You act like you've never done
this.
Well,
it's a little different now.
Now that you are the are the person. So just take the callers.
Yeah, 844-770-3776. What callers am I doing here?
Let's do callers 12 and 14.
Caller number 12, caller number 14, 844-770-3776. Caller number 12, caller number 14. You're at least going to get a $25 gift card to North and South Seafood and Smokehouse. It might even be a $50 gift card to North and South Seafood and Smokehouse. This is Molly and Jim.
You're hanging out with Molly and Jim on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute.
This Badger Minute brought to you by The Jump Around. Don't miss new episodes of this exclusive digital show talking all things Wisconsin sports. New episodes debut Thursdays at 12:30, streaming on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
With your Badger Minute, I'm Riley Yauk. An athletic director has been found. Pete Thamel broke the news Tuesday morning that Wisconsin is zeroing in on Shawn Eichorst as their next AD. Eichorst has been the athletic director at UW-Whitewater, Miami, and Nebraska. He would be coming from Texas, where he was hired in 2018 as a deputy athletic director under Chris Del Conte. Check out our full coverage of the news on the ESPN Wisconsin app and the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin doesn't play games, just straightforward pricing, premium quality, and trusted Pella certified installation. Visit PellaWI.com today.
It's well known that the boss at the exteriors company is a perfectionist.
It's a gift.
He not only oversees every job, he inspects each aspect of the operation to get to the root of what your project will actually need to be long-lasting.
Call 960-ROOF.
Oh, he's proud of all the reviews.
What can I say? Take a look.
The Exteriors Company, built for Wisconsin, backed by expertise.
Every event tells a story, from the first impression to the final moments. Have someone guide your guests through every chapter the way you want the story told. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With a strong presence, great voices, and an award-winning team, trust us to guide, direct, and inform your guests through all the different chapters of the day. For fun, memorable entertainment for any event, please visit us at celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
All day, every day, the Carbless Talk and Text line is open for you. 844-770-3776. The Carbless Talk and Text line. This is more.
Keeping up with vehicle maintenance is tough, so Metro Ford of Madison makes it easy with mobile service. Metro Ford will come directly to you, home, office, wherever your day takes you. Their Ford certified techs handle oil changes, filters, batteries, wipers, inspections, and more, all without a visit to the dealership. You stay on schedule, we'll take care of the rest. Call 608-246-3600 today to book your mobile service appointment and let service come to you. That's Metro Ford of Madison. Visit them at metrofordofmadison.com.
Your family's safety is your responsibility, and it starts with a solid roof. When the next storm rips through and takes some of your shingles with it, call Badgerland Exteriors. Or looking to replace your whole roof but don't want to break the bank? Let the team at Badgerland Exteriors give you a free, no obligations estimate.
AJ with Badgerland Exteriors here. Contracting made easy is more than a tagline. It's how we run our family business. Visit BadgerlandExteriors.com to get started on your next project. That's BadgerlandExteriors.com.
This is our crew.
The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss! He struck him out!
Every pitch, every strike, every hit.
To high drive! Deep right! Fair and gone!
Hear the call of every Milwaukee Brewers game this season on 100.5 ESPN.
Fly ball center field. Grisham back. It is gone!
You're listening to Madison's home of the Brewers. 100.5 ESPN.
Hey parents, looking for the perfect night out with the whole fam? Try the Rally Madison FC Family Special, presented by Madison Gas and Electric. Score a ticket to the match, a meal, and an RMFC scarf for just $18 per pack. Be a part of history and support women's soccer during Rally Madison's inaugural season at Breeze Stevens Field. Visit RallyMadisonFC.com and purchase your family special ticket packs today. That's RallyMadisonFC.com. Rally Madison, fun for all.
Brian Butch here. From high school All-American to Division I to the pros, I've spent a lifetime putting in the work. And this 4th of July, Iron Jock is celebrating with one of our biggest deals of the summer. From June 25th through July 6th, get 40% off all Iron Jock gear with a minimum purchase of $50 using code ESPN40. Excludes clearance and gift cards. Whether you're training, traveling, grilling out, or just staying active this summer, Iron Jock gear is built to keep up. Our products are moisture-wicking, anti-static, built for performance, built to last, built in Wisconsin. Shop now at ironjock.com.
Welcome back to Molly and Jim, your afternoon home for Wisconsin sports talk on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Continues. You can see us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. Heck of a soccer match going on, Molly.
It is. Belgium and Senegal, I believe it is, tied at 2-2 in the 93rd minute.
And Belgium, I believe, scored both of their goals
within the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, it was intense.
Yeah, so I'm hoping it goes into a shootout. Honestly, that'd be the third shootout of this round. And the shootouts have been, at least I think, I didn't see the second one, but I saw the first one with Paraguay. Really good. Entertaining.
Right, let's get to minute 20.
Was that your soccer minute?
Beat the odds.
Well, I set the over-under too high. Sorry about that.
Anything is possible!
Or crumble under pressure.
Oh, I'm screwed.
That's Ricochet.
This is the minute to win it on Molly and Jim.
That was good. Good job, Riley.
Hey, thanks. Yeah, we did have too many clips to choose from, but
Captain Ricochet.
Yeah, I was confused about Ricochet. But alrighty, our contestants today are Travis from Blue Mounds. He took the over. He called in first.
Multiple mounds?
Yeah.
I thought it was Blue Mound.
Oh, I believe he said Blue Mounds, if I'm not mistaken.
I didn't know if there was oh, there is. Yeah, it's multiple mounds.
Yeah, Blue Mounds. And then
the mountains are blue.
Not single mounds.
On the other side, we have Mitch in Stoughton, who is left with the under. And your category today is there are 10 schools that have announced they will have ad patches on their uniforms this season. Or this upcoming academic year. I have set the over-under at 2.5 because I'm not convinced you guys can get 2 outside of Wisconsin.
So are these 10 new ones?
Nope.
This includes Wisconsin?
This includes Wisconsin.
Okay, I think I have 2. So you can start with...
Timer starts now.
I have 2 including Wisconsin.
That is correct.
Michigan State.
That is correct.
All right.
Can you
We're
get
cooked.
one more?
You know what? I feel like LSU.
Wow.
Oh, they gotta have like
is
Raising Cane's or
correct.
something. I should have
we
started
got a
listing
three.
out schools.
All right, but can I?
There's got to be another Big Ten school.
Michigan?
That's what I was thinking. Michigan?
Nope.
Really? Okay.
I was going to take a big swing and say Bama.
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay.
Texas. Okay.
All right, we
Nope.
struck out.
Well,
There
good thing
it
that we
is,
got three.
but-
Yeah.
You had a good guess.
Wow, you got. I wasn't sure if you'd be able to get LSU and Michigan State, but those are really the only two Power 4 schools outside of Wisconsin. Well, you have Arkansas as the other big one. They
Okay.
did
Walmart?
Tyson Foods.
Oh, Tyson Foods, okay.
Yep. Louisiana Monroe.
Wouldn't have gotten that one.
Memphis. Nebraska Omaha.
Of course.
New Mexico State.
Is it Omaha Network is doing Nebraska Omaha?
Control
Like,
Services.
that's who should be doing it. Peyton Manning's Omaha.
Oh, yeah, that is.
Yeah, that'd be smart.
What was the other one that you said after Omaha?
New Mexico State.
Okay.
They have like a golf course, a resort is their patch, the Inn of the Mountain Gods.
I wonder what the price difference between getting your patch on like a Wisconsin jersey versus like whatever, New Mexico State. You know what I mean?
Well, I think you look at it, Culver's multi-state quick food place and one random resort. So probably massive.
Right.
Yeah,
It
just
has to be like massive.
like the difference
Yeah.
in those two businesses.
Right.
would be
Continue.
UNLV.
Okay.
Accesso Biologics.
Surprised that it wouldn't be like something on the strip.
Yeah. USF.
Put some
South
skin in the
Florida.
game.
Wisconsin. And Wyoming.
Who's LSU's? Do you have like who it
Yes,
is?
LSU is Woodside Energy for all sports.
Again, I thought it would be like
No
a Raising
idea.
Cane's or something. Because
Yeah.
they're big down there, I think.
Yeah, that's where it started.
But those
Yeah.
energy places, I feel like Oklahoma, the Thunder have a lot of, like, there's an energy place that sponsors a lot of them. So, like, I feel like energy is not shocking. Who are the other ones then? Like, not the teams, but, like, give us the sponsors with them.
Yeah, so we have, I didn't name Samaritan's Purse is with Louisiana Monroe.
Is that a bank?
That's a charitable organization, if I
Interesting.
know
Sounds like
correctly.
a horse race to me.
I just heard Purse, but Samaritan is Good Samaritan, like that. Okay.
Wyoming is Tallgrass.
I don't know what any of these brands
I don't know what
like
Tallgrass
literally
is.
just tall grass. Like, hey, we're sponsored by Tallgrass.
No idea what Tallgrass
Tallgrass
does.
Energy Partners, maybe?
So maybe is that actually what it is?
What school is this?
Wyoming. Is it all energy companies and then Culver's? UW Health?
I think Michigan State is a credit union.
Yep. Yeah. MSU Credit Union or whatever. USF is Tampa General Hospital.
Okay. That one makes sense.
Yep.
Memphis has FedEx.
Oh,
That's a
yeah,
good one.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Why?
They're located.
Oh,
That's, like,
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But I think I named the rest.
I mean, like you just said, a hospital one. Iowa should, like University of Iowa should
Yeah,
have
the Children's Hospital.
Yes.
That would make so much sense. Huh. That's interesting. I'm trying to find
Or,
out
like,
what
the
the tall.
corn. Like, doesn't corn advertise?
Yes, there's a lot of like corn and
yeah,
gasoline.
Pioneer. Pioneer's big
yeah.
in Iowa. Up here, they're a big sponsor of Iowa athletics. Could get Wiffles Hybrids, another corn research company.
I don't know what Tallgrass is, you guys. I'm looking. I don't. Their logo doesn't give it away either. I think it's like something with like energy. I don't know.
Like a shell organization.
Well, congratulations to you guys and Travis from Blue Mounds.
Shout out.
He is our winner. Mitch and Stoughton text in, darn, good line, Riley. Congrats, caller one.
That was a good line, surprisingly. Once you said it was 2.5, I was like, oh, that was kind of rude.
I didn't think
but
you guys.
actually, it wasn't.
I wasn't sure if you guys were going to be able to get two more outside of Wisconsin, but props to you guys. You did it.
All
That's
right.
funny.
Well, congratulations to them, and they get the gift cards from North and South Seafood and Smokehouse.
Molly and Jim rolls on after this on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Hi, this is former Badger Pro Football Hall of Famer Joe Thomas. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN WTLX Monona, Madison. Good Karma Brands radio station.
Brian Butch here. From high school All-American to Division I to the pros, I've spent a lifetime putting in the work. And this 4th of July, Iron Jock is celebrating with one of our biggest deals of the summer. From June 25th through July 6th, get 40% off all Iron Jock gear with a minimum purchase of $50 using code ESPN40. Excludes clearance and gift cards. Whether you're training, traveling, grilling out, or just staying active this summer, Iron Jock gear is built to keep up. Our products are moisture-wicking, anti-static, built for performance, built to last, built in Wisconsin. Jump now at ironjock.com.
Attention Badger fans! The countdown to kickoff is on. Single game tickets for Wisconsin football are on sale now, with big matchups coming to Camp Randall this fall, including USC, homecoming against Michigan State, and the battle for the Axe against Minnesota. With select games starting at just $35, don't miss your chance to experience the unmatched atmosphere of Badger Game Day. Secure your seats today by visiting uwbadgers.com or calling 1-800-GO-BADGERS.
Join me, Erin Ranum, your 2026 Dane County Fairest of the Fair for the Dane County Fair at the Alliant Energy Center July 16th through the 19th. Enjoy the fun for all ages, including stunt dinosaur and magic shows, tractor displays and carnival rides, twin stunts, animals, and more. We'd like to thank our Supreme Grand Champion sponsor, Miller & Son Supermarket, and our Grand Champion sponsor, Blaine's Farm and Fleet. I hope to see you there July 16th through the 19th. For more information, visit DaneCountyFair.com.
Jim Rutledge.
For me, Jordan Love can start shutting people up by just winning the damn division one time.
Molly Brown.
I actually think Jaden Reed is going to be like the guy within the next 2 years, not Christian Watson.
Welcome to Wisconsin's afternoon hangout.
Do you think the Packers would win 5?
Yes, that's what I said.
Neutral
I said
field?
it 3 times. 5 and 5.
Why?
This is Molly and Jim, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. Alongside Molly Brown, here's Jim Rutledge.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm in on soccer. It's a fun time of year to get in on
Bandwagon.
World Cup. Hey, fine.
Just kidding.
That's
kidding.
fine. Yeah.
If there's one sport that you can be a bandwagon on, it is soccer in the World Cup. It literally does not matter. Just be a bandwagon and enjoy it.
I kind of want, and I'll take some answers from our audience here. 844-770-3776. It's Carbus Talk text line. List is more. I want to get behind a team. I want to take my time picking a team. So I don't know how to figure out like what's an equivalent. What's a team that I would enjoy? Whether it's their history, whether it's, me as a sports fan, so throw out some options of a team that I'd want to follow, and I would actually have fun following after, I guess, MLS and the Premier League, but then also following after the World Cup here, because this is highly enjoyable. This is also Molly and Jim. Welcome in. And you can see us on the ESPN Madison at YouTube stream and stream us on the ESPN Wisconsin app. And right now, this game is 2-2, and there could be, I'm really hoping there's a shootout coming, but there is it is 2-2, but the last goals for Belgium were scored in like the last 4 or 5 minutes.
Yep,
so,
and they have to have extra time before they can do shootout, unfortunately.
Right, and we're getting more comments than normal about soccer, because we never talk about it. And I don't want to get into like breaking down soccer, but Team USA plays tonight, right, Molly?
Correct, at 7 o'clock, thank goodness, because last night Mexico was supposed to play at 8, and then that one didn't start until 9 because of like weather delays. Oh, brutal. So I fell asleep at halftime.
So we got comments on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream and the talking text line. Noah from Madison chimes in. I watch more soccer this World Cup than I have my entire life. It's like the Super Bowl of the world, and it's really fun to watch.
It is really fun to watch this year, and I will say that I have been watching a lot more too. I don't know if it's because like my kids are into it, my husband's into it, but it's just fun, and also it makes it fun when the U.S. is good. But Burn Brought on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream says go Brewers and the soccer. And I did hear KMB talking about it earlier today with Gabe, that they were saying, or they were just asking the question, like, are you going to be watching Brewers or are you going to be watching the U.S. game tonight? Which, like, I don't know. I understand that there's a ton of Brewers fans here, obviously. But, like, I don't know how you watch the Brewers game over U.S. soccer today, especially with, like, how good U.S. soccer is right now. And, like, also, the Miz isn't pitching, so what's that exciting?
Sprout's not getting you excited?
Did he? No.
No?
Is he the one that looks like the two-fisted slisher?
Oh, wait, Sprout was yesterday. Today,
the two-fisted slapper.
I was going to say, I heard him, because Sprout was struggling in the first inning yesterday.
Shane Drowan? He's been back and
You don't
forth
mess with
between
the
between the bullpen as a starter He's kind of a utility pitcher. You throw him in. If you need him to start, he starts. If you need him in the bullpen, he's in the bullpen.
All right, so
he's an inning eater.
Great. That sounds super exciting. So I'm going to ask the question. I'm going to get we got home for Brewers baseball. Make sure to give us a listen anyway home. But
as you get ready for the USA game, listen to
Team USA is playing. It is a elimination game for them. So are you watching Team USA or the Brewers tonight? The Brewers who roll out "Don't Mess with the Drohan," or USA Soccer that has an elimination game. And as Mitch Stoughton points out, the game that we are watching, the Senegal-Belgium game, the winner of this plays the winner of the Team USA game. So
correct.
I'm even learning how the bracket all shakes out here. So I am in on this. I am watching Team USA tonight. I probably would have watched any soccer over Brewers baseball. Tomorrow, they're on ESPN. They got Miz, or no, tonight they're on ESPN. Tomorrow they got Miz pitching. There's a little bit more juice to it.
Why did they not time it up with the Miz pitching when they're on ESPN? Is that a dumb question, Riley? Why did they not do this?
I feel they probably don't care.
Why? He's literally the best pitcher in baseball right now, is he not?
Yeah, but the Brewers want to win games. And if it's not his scheduled day to start, I don't think they're going to move him up to pitch on ESPN.
So actually,
that's on the networks. That's on ESPN.
So a good note put in here. Have you posted the question on Twitter yet?
I was about to. Just
okay,
now.
So maybe worth noting somewhere in there that the game is on ESPN, because Matt in the greenhouse chimes in. For those of us who don't have Brewers TV, tonight's game is on ESPN. This is a rare TV treat.
Yep.
I'll pass on the soccer. But
see, that is the only reason I would agree with that, is because it's actually available to everyone right now.
So I think it's worth noting that game is on ESPN. Like, that is a little bit of a differentiator. Otherwise, the World Cup. Now, here's how I'm watching the World Cup. This time of year, I don't like to waste money, so I just don't have YouTube TV or any of like the live TV services.
You don't like to waste money. You've wasted money for the longest time on TV streaming until I yelled at you to not.
Okay.
Molly, I'm right.
You are right.
Because I'm in the same boat, because I also cancel literally everything. Like, for me, I cancel YouTube TV typically as soon as the finals are done. But then I was like, World Cup is on. But then I learned that you can watch the games on Peacock if you have a subscription there. And I did the yearly subscription. Saved me a little bit of dough a couple months ago. And so then you can watch it there. Caveat, it's just in Spanish. But also, I don't really care what the announcers are saying when it comes to soccer.
Well, and honestly, most of the soccer I watch is, if it's during the day, it's at the office. The volume is not on / we're doing the show, so it's not like I'm getting much commentary to begin with. And I don't know who any of these players are, so nor much of what they're talking about with the strategy. I know enough with the rules to be like, all right, I know what's happening, and I can infer, obviously yellow, red card, and with their hand gestures what the penalties are. So, like, I'm going to watch it on Peacock tonight in Spanish. I'm going to enjoy the heck out of it, and I'm looking forward to it. I will not watch the Brewers tonight, but I am asking you again. Chad from Madison chimes in, 100% Brewer game, zero interest in USA Soccer. So 844-770-3776. That's the Carbs Talking text line. List is more. You're watching the Brewers on ESPN tonight or USA Soccer.
Okay, and I do have, so I did a little investigative research of the teams that, screw it, ChatGPT suggested that you would be a fan of based on our show, okay?
Yeah. All right.
So basically, it says teams that they would avoid for you, and I'll tell you all the reasoning. Manchester City, too easy.
Okay.
Real Madrid, like becoming a Yankees / Lakers fan.
Okay.
Who wants to do that? PSG, similar issue. That's Paris. Okay. Chelsea, constantly changing identity, and then Manchester United is a huge club but brings a lot of baggage and endless drama. Okay. So there's that. So it says, if Jim wants a Wisconsin comparison, and these are the teams that it suggested for you, Liverpool, which is the one that I actually thought, but they said that one is like the Packers.
Okay.
It is historic, massive following, and there's tradition.
I've heard of Liverpool. Okay.
Yep, as you should, I hope. Aston, I don't know if this is Villa or Villa, but Aston Villa, I'm going to call it.
Okay.
They're like the Brewers.
Okay.
Historic, passionate fans, rising contender. That's fun. Tottenham Hotspurs. They're like the Minnesota Vikings, which I saw them play at the Vikings Stadium, actually. So fun. So they are always talented, and heartbreak seems inevitable.
Great.
So,
I got a lot of that in my life, so maybe not that one. All right.
And then Brighton. I don't know what team that is, but it's the Bucks under Horst. Smart front office, development focused. And then the last team that they have for you is Nottingham Forest. It's like Wisconsin basketball, storied past, trying to recapture former glory.
Nottingham Forest is fun. Like, that's a fun name.
It is. And then it gives its overall pick is Aston Villa. So you just have to learn how to pronounce it because I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. It says it checks all the boxes: authentic, entertaining, competitive, steeped in history, and not so dominant that success feels inevitable.
All right, you can
So
chime
that's
in
kinda
on
fun.
I like that. 844-770-3770. Do you have a team? 844
I'm looking for myself.
770-3776. That is the Carbos Talk text line list is more. What team should I be rooting for after the World Cup here? So Aston Villa is what you said?
Yes, but again, I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, so look that
So
up.
that's not great for me. I hope if it's not if it's something weird, like it's different off Aston Villa, then it's going to be tough for me. Liverpool is what I kind of initially was like, all right, I know them, but Aston Villa, like I'll have to look into it. I don't want to be a complete poser, so maybe if it's not like
I've heard of them. I don't know who their top players are from being dead
and
honest.
what country are they in?
That's
fine.
mean, let me do.
That's-
You know,
this
my
might-
problem with soccer, actually, what I will say is I hate that like they don't just have their country or like the name of their team on their jersey. It's literally like a sponsor. It's the worst. I don't know if it's really not like that for World Cup. It just has like their logo, but it's like if you don't know their logo, like if you don't know the Steelers logo, you're not going to know it's the Steelers. You know what I mean?
Right. Yes.
Aston Villa is in Birmingham, England.
Okay.
So there you go.
All right.
It says my pick would be Arsenal. Why it fits, emotional. No, I'm just kidding. Big, passionate fan base, emotional. Entertaining style of play, always in the conversation, plenty of joy, frustration, and debate.
All right.
So bam!
I like that one.
Let's
All
see
right.
what Riley gets.
Yeah, Riley, you have a team?
So technically, I do. My team is Chelsea. And I picked that team. I picked Chelsea because one of my good friends is a Liverpool fan.
Okay.
So I looked up who is Liverpool's biggest rival. And Google told me Chelsea. So I'm like, all right, if he's getting into soccer and he's a Liverpool fan, I'm going to be a Chelsea fan. So
Okay.
we can go back and forth.
Well, ChatGPT does not agree with Google for you.
Well-
ChatGPT says Brighton. Because you have such a bright smile. No, I'm just kidding.
Thanks.
It says
Delightful smile.
It says this feels almost perfect. Why? Smart recruitment, data-driven decision-making, player development, punches above its financial weight.
All right.
Soccer nerds respect them without them feeling pretentious.
Nah, I don't know if I want the team that soccer nerds like. I'm not a soccer nerd.
But you're a Badger nerd. That's
Yeah,
literally
I'm
why. It's like Riley is a nerd about everything, so we're just going to give him a soccer nerd.
I think I'm in on Aston Villa because also
Aston Martin, I would assume, is like something in there.
I don't know. I just like their kit and their colors.
Yeah, that.
The kids on the pitch while they're wearing the boots.
Because it looks like, you know what, baseball team. So if you don't know these, Riley, I'm just curious. Molly, have you seen the kit yet?
No, I haven't.
So there's a baseball team that like I always wanted to get their gear for because I kind of like how it looks, but I never like it's just random in baseball to like have this team. Like, what's a team out there? I'll give so the clue I'll give. This is the National League team where you're like, you know, I like their color combination. What's a team out there that you would think of? Or
Oh, for me, growing up, it was the Blue Jays. I loved the Blue Jays logo. My first T-ball team was the Blue Jays, and I had a little Blue Jays hat when they wore black, and they had the modern logo. But I loved the Blue Jays logos and the colors and all that. So I remember I did have a Blue Jays hat for a period of time, but that was always the team. Like, man, the Blue Jays are cool.
Molly?
I don't have one off the top of my head, if I'm being dead honest.
So the Orioles were one for me when growing up, but the
Chargers?
the Phillies.
Yep.
I like that, and that's the colors of like it's that kind of baby blue with burgundy.
With burgundy?
Yeah.
All right.
So that's the colors for it with some sort of yellow lion thing in there. So I like it.
I always liked the navy blue Chargers jerseys, which I guess I like their powder blue ones too nowadays.
The powder blues are so good. Yeah.
Joe on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream says, simple solution, watch the World Cup on TV while listening to the Brewers on the radio. Right here on 100.5 ESPN. Madison's home from Walker Brewers Baseball. For sure. And also that is a great option to do. And then Evan on the YouTube stream says, soccer is lame, go Brewers, which highly disagree
Why
with
we
you.
gotta
It's so
call
fun.
soccer lame? I mean, Brandon Tulsa's got a much better answer here. I tried for years to get into soccer, and I just can't. It's unwatchable to me. And
That's a better answer?
Well, just because he tried, he's not calling it lame. He's just saying, I don't like it, which is different than just crapping on it. And I have regret that I can't enjoy a sport with some of my friends who do like it, but I just can't. It's utter nonsense to me. So, like, The reason why it's a better answer is that, like, he wants to like it. He's not going into it, this is lame, this is dumb, this is he's just saying, like, man, I want to like it, my friends like it, I could, like, have something else to cheer for, and I just can't.
I guess. I guess for me, there's aspects of, like, the NBA that I can't stand watching. Like Shea, can't stand watching him play basketball. So I understand if people feel that way about soccer.
Yeah, I'm not going to begrudge you, Shea. Shea, James Harden, there's certain guys who are like, this is not enjoyable. But honestly, what I like about the NBA is what I think I enjoy about soccer, is that it is incredible athleticism mixed with that kind of different than college. I've said this before. College basketball is kind of that. It's the band. It's the marching band. Here are my marching orders. Run this play. Do it exactly like this. The NBA is like jazz, where it's, hey, we have a structure, but also within the structure, you can kind of do your own thing. And if you need to go off and freestyle and be spectacular for 10 minutes, have at it. And it seems to me, especially obviously at the World Cup level, it's like that too, where I don't know how all these plays are coming together, but they are obviously plays and incredibly athletic people working with strategy to create this uber athletic thing, except for this guy. The official wearing the shoulder. What's with this guy with the shoulder? So there's a guy in black shorts and, like, salmon-colored shirt. And
yes, it's the referee.
He is wearing shoulder pads.
I think that's part of it's not shoulder pads. I think it's, like,
what
part
is
of the, isn't it part of, like, the system thing that they have?
Maybe.
That's what I've thought it is.
Their communication system
I thought
got
so.
shoulder pads.
The guy looks like RoboCop out there.
I'll Google it for you.
Brandon Tulsa says that Carolina Panthers 90s gear was his absolute favorite. And then Robin Madison does ask, what soccer team does Ryan Reynolds own? That's a good question.
It's some English
is that
one.
Nottingham Forest?
I honestly don't know. There's a whole show about it. It's in
there
England.
is. I forget.
I might have to lean into that because I might go
lame. He's not that fun. Wrexham, AFC.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
Never mind. Okay.
It's Welsh.
No, I just meant more of, like, that would just give me more content to be able to figure out a reason to get behind the team.
Who you're rooting for,
yes.
yes.
So
They had a docuseries called Welcome to Wrexham.
Aston Villa is on the leader in the clubhouse.
And also those shoulder pads or bulging devices worn by referees are wireless radio transceivers and transmitters. They enable officials to communicate in real time with assistant referee, the fourth official, and the video assistant. Because if you ever see them do, like, the square or the rectangle, that's VAR. So, like, I would assume that that's them communicating between everybody. And also, the side guys have to say offsides, blah, 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 if he doesn't see the flag.
They got to figure out a leaner thing because they look ridiculous.
It looks slightly ridiculous.
It's like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
It is interesting because it's like, well, what do NFL referees wear? Like,
not this.
You don't notice that.
True. You know what? J&K Security Solutions, they will help you protect the most important things in your world from anywhere in the world. So make sure to contact my good friends at J&K Security Solutions, locally owned and veteran-owned.
You're hanging out with Molly and Jim on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Craving something crispy, cheesy, and brand new? Say hello to Pizza Hut's new Crispy Parm Pan Pizza. It's the original pan crust you love, now topped with a crispy golden Parmesan edge baked right into the crust for an extra layer of flavor and crunch. Try a medium one-topping Crispy Parm Pan Pizza for just $10, or make it a large for just $3 more. Order your Crispy Parm Pan Pizza today at pizzahut.com or on the Pizza Hut app. Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
At J&K Security Solutions, protecting your home or business is more than just the priority. It's what we do. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. Since 1987, J&K Security Solutions has been committed to providing Madison and southern Wisconsin with dependable security solutions. Whether it's security, fire, or the latest automation solutions, go to jksecurity.com to see how J&K can help keep your home or business secure. Get protected now at jksecurity.com.
Hey, it's Molly Brown. And let's be honest, between work, kids, and everything else life throws at me, I'm always looking for a little extra energy. That's why I love ZOA Energy. It's made with natural ingredients, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, so I get that boost I need without the crash or jitters. Plus, there are tons of great flavors. It's vegan, gluten-free, and even low in sugar, so it fits right into my busy, health-conscious routine. So grab a ZOA Energy, fuel your body, focus your mind, and take on your day like a champ.
Download to see if you qualify. Not all customers will qualify. Transfer fees may apply. No Albert subscription required. Albert is not a bank. Albert Instant Loans are issued by FinWise Bank, member FDIC. Not an actual client. Terms apply.
Kylie, what's wrong? I just got hit with a car repair bill. I'm behind on rent, and I feel like I can never save any money.
Have you tried the Albert app? Albert is your financial assistant, helping you find ways to save and create custom budgets to actually grow your money. Plus, you can get up to $10,000 for big expenses, or advance up to $1,000 fast when you need cash right away.
Albert can get me up to $10,000?
Exactly. Albert spots you in a pinch and helps you grow your money in the long run.
I'm downloading Albert right now.
Download the Albert app and use promo code FUTURE to borrow up to $10,000 for whatever you need. The Albert app helps you budget better and save more money so you reach your financial goals faster. Download the Albert app right now and use promo code FUTURE to borrow up to $10,000. Use code FUTURE to borrow up to $10,000.
ESPN Madison and Zimbrick Honda are celebrating the area's best high school sports stories with the Game Changers of the Month. Follow ESPN Madison on social media to see the teams recognized for making a positive impact in the community. It's the Game Changers of the Month, presented by Zimbrick Honda.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Join the Madison Money Guy, Christian Finfrock, for Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Get the information you need as you plan for retirement. That's Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Investment advisory services offered through Retirement Income Strategies, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
Every kid deserves a chance to have fun, and that's what Paul's Party is all about. Paul's Party is a Madison area nonprofit helping kids with physical disabilities experience the joy of sports. They fund expensive recreational equipment and activities like sled hockey gear, chairs for track, tennis and basketball, and much more, so more kids can enjoy the fun. Because at Paul's Party, sports are for everyone. Learn more or make a donation today at paulsparty.org. That's paulsparty.org.
You're listening to Molly and Jim, presented by Coors Light. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions, securing homes and businesses in the Madison area since 1987.
One of the best parts of Door County is finding those local spots that capture the flavor. Door County Distillery is that place to be. Made locally right there in Carlsville, Door County Distillery crafts small batch spirits with Wisconsin ingredients and that unmistakable Door County character. Whether you're into their smooth, luminous vodka, their Door County cherry vodka, like myself, brandy, gin, whiskey, or something else, Door County Distillery has it all. Stop in and stock up for the summer today with Door County Distillery. The full experience is waiting for you. Find your local retailer and more at doorcountydistillery.com.
So, Aston Villa has 10 players in the World Cup, including, Molly, there are 2 on Belgium. So I guess I should be rooting for Belgium now. As they're playing Senegal. I don't know. I kind of like Senegal here. But she's Molly Brown. I'm Jim Rutledge. This is Molly and Jim. You can see us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. Stream us on the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Robin Madison says, I suppose Molly likes the team J.J. Watt invested in because of his big fake chompers that would destroy a soccer ball. That actually makes me hate him even more. Okay, hate's a strong word. Riley, I don't know if you know this about me. I hate, like, the new big fake veneers. Have you noticed how, like, Matthew Stafford and his wife have the same teeth?
No,
it's the worst.
I can't say that I have.
They spent $30,000 on each of their mouths, like at the exact same time. Like
hey, if you're gonna invest in your mouth.
Like look it up,
Watch
Riley.
this though. On a side note, this is insane. You can you look that up, but I always think of something about Mary with the
big fake teeth.
Yeah, the fake chompers. I always think of that, but. Luke from Stoughton chimes in. I always loved the Raptor jerseys from the Vince Carter days. So, and
good
the Pistons when they had the Horse and Flames logo. I forgot about that. So
those are both sick.
You can chime in 844-770-3776. That's Call Us Talk. Text line list is more. Like, what random jersey do you enjoy? Because honestly, part of this is I like the Aston Villa. We talked about, am I going to pick a new soccer team? Aston Villa is leader in the clubhouse. I like their kits. And part of being a sports fan is enjoying the gear. And buying random jerseys is always fun. I had like a Anaheim Ducks starter jacket. I had a San Jose Sharks starter jacket. Like, that stuff is part of the fun of being a sports fan. Look, golf, half of it's just buying gear. And so I think, like, we all, like, guys can't admit to, like, hey, we like fashion and we want to have things. But I was telling Molly this earlier, like, kids, when they're little, they have, like, dinosaurs or dogs on their shirt. And, like, I like dogs. So, yeah, put a dog on my shirt. Makes sense.
Damn right.
Yeah. But now, Riley, you're like, I like football, so let me wear something with a badger on my, like, I'm just going to wear football. It's just the grown-up version of doing it, of, like, men are like, I like this, I'll just wear this. But if you can add a little style to it, even better.
Exactly. And I think that is one of the reasons why, along with them being much better this year, the U.S. men's national team is, like, taking off and is so popular. Their uniforms this year rock. That should be the uniform every single year for the United States soccer team, men's or women's. There should be the stripes on one of them and the stars on the other.
I will say I initially didn't like the stripe one because I was like, it's a little like Where's Waldo? But once I started watching him actually playing him, I was like, okay, these actually look pretty sick. So I did end up liking that one. Another logo that I like, logo/jersey, Timberwolves, like their old school ones.
Oh yeah.
Like even like in the NBA playoffs this year, they did like the old school court with like the pine trees in the background. Such a good logo. Obsessed.
The old school. This is a random one, but Lithuania in the Olympics, they would have tie-dyed jerseys.
Okay.
What? So
Who?
Lithuania basketball.
What is that, like where Sam Deckard played?
Well, yeah, but like they're actually, I believe that's hopefully that's the right country, but they had tie-dyed jerseys. And so maybe it's Serbia.
I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah, just look up maybe tie-dye jerseys in the Olympics. But old school Denver Nuggets.
That's it.
Jersey from Mitch and Stoughton. But those were like cool, like random jerseys to have in the Olympics. They were like tie-dyed jerseys.
I so badly wish I could read Jeremiah Madison's text, but I can't. Don't read it, Jim.
I see it.
We can't say it.
Yes.
FCC. Won't let me be.
That's a good one because I didn't get it for a second, then I had to slow it down and read it. I was like, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, Jeremiah.
That one was good.
You can chime in 844-770-3776. We are asking you one, I guess, for random jerseys because I want to get into soccer, and part of it's going to be the kit that I want to get. But we're also watching.
Become a forward fan.
Yes, but like I can't like watch them a ton. I'm not like to me. I was like multiple leagues. Like I like the forward. I like the flock.
Okay, but how many games are you going to be able to watch of what is the flock?
Not the
their
flock.
Their cheering section?
No,
yeah.
not the flock. The
rally.
Rally. Thank you.
Okay.
And I'll probably have to have a American. What's the
what?
What's the league here?
LA Galaxy?
No, the United
MLS.
MLS.
Okay.
Like so, I gotta have an MLS team, right?
I mean, sure, if you want to go like all out, but like you don't have to like pretend to be a soccer fan. Now it's just getting like uncomfortably awkward how deep you're trying to get into soccer.
Look, but I won't.
Like,
yes. Why can't I get deep? I want to try to ingratiate myself.
Because you're just doing it like a little bit too much. It's like it's different than just picking like one team.
Okay.
Now you're like, I got to pick a team at every single level.
Okay, well,
no, you literally don't.
I'm not gonna pick the forward on that because like I enjoy going to their game, but like.
No, but
there's no stakes in it.
Yeah, but also like you can go get like a cool kit. You can get like awesome stuff over there. They have 1 million jerseys. It's right there.
True.
Yeah, but that's like, hey, you can cheer for the high school team. You don't have to
They're
pick
not
an
high
NFL
school. They're
team.
so professional, you guys.
Well,
you can pick a semi-pro team.
Yeah, am I going to
or
root for the Timber Rattlers? I'm going to root for the Brewers.
I mean, neither, because you're not a Brewers fan.
True.
So you could root for the Timber Rattlers, actually, if you want to go there.
Why would I do that?
Well, I'm just telling you. And their games are on ESPN Plus. Don't act like it's inaccessible to you. I know you pay for the ESPN package.
Yes, I do pay for the ESPN package.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe I'll see if I have Sirius XM in my radio, in my big blue truck from Simon Chevy in Mount Horeb. So maybe I'll see if there's even soccer on that there, because I know that it's one of the amazing features on my big blue truck from Simon Chevy in Mount Horeb. But the most important part is it can haul my camper around the great state of Wisconsin, haul my family around the great state of Wisconsin. And if you're looking for a better buying experience, contact my good friends at Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb.
Molly and Jim rolls on after this on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
The News 3 Now First Warn Weather Team is certified for delivering the most accurate forecasts in the entire state of Wisconsin. Morning meteorologist Savannah Brito.
When you're making plans, the weather often has other plans.
Evening meteorologist Blaze Keller.
At home, at work, or on the go, when we know, you'll know.
Chief meteorologist Alex Harrington.
Our team has the experience you can count on and the accuracy you can trust.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather, keeping you ahead of the storms.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Hey, it's Molly Brown. And let's be honest, between work, kids, and everything else life throws at me, I'm always looking for a little extra energy. That's why I love ZOA Energy. It's made with natural ingredients, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, so I get that boost I need without the crash or jitters. Plus, there are tons of great flavors. It's vegan, gluten-free, and even low in sugar, so it fits right into my busy, health-conscious routine. So grab a ZOA Energy, fuel your body, focus your mind, and take on your day like a champ.
Ben Brust here to tell you about why your next work van should be from Mercedes-Benz Sprinter at Zimbrick European. First off, we have versatility. The Sprinter vans offer 16 body types and thousands of ways to customize that space. Number 2, we have reliability. Sprinter's most powerful diesel engines last longer and require less maintenance, spend more time on the road and less time in those bays. Number 3, we have safety. Sprinter's safety technologies include curtain airbags all around, load adaptive electronic stability program, and crosswind and attention assist. Number 4, Van Care Mobile. Our maintenance team can come to you with routine service. Who wants to go in? Let them come to you. They work with multiple trucks on one visit. Use the Mercedes Me Connect. And last but not least, get your Zimbrick Sprinter at Zimbrick European at Rimrock Road and the Beltline, or go online at ZimbrickEuropean.com, because your next Mercedes Sprinter van is waiting for you.
Beautiful day for Brewers baseball. Brats in one hand, your Brewers checking card from Associated Bank is in the other. And with a tap, it's 20% off gear at the Brewers team store. An express entry so you can tailgate longer. And up to 50% off home game tickets. All that power, all for the crew. Only with Brewers checking from Associated Bank. Join the crew at AssociatedBank.com/Brewers. Member FDIC.
Hey parents, looking for the perfect night out with the whole fam? Cheer on Madison's professional soccer team, Forward Madison FC, with the Forward Madison Family Special, presented by Madison Gas and Electric. Score a ticket to the match, a meal, and an FMFC scarf for just $22 per pack. Catch Madison's only professional soccer team in action at Breeze Stevens Field. Visit ForwardMadisonFC.com to buy yours today. That's ForwardMadisonFC.com.
Okay, that's all for today. I'm a teacher, and I've got a big job. I shape the mind of every student who walks through my classroom doors. But my department isn't the biggest in school. You know what is? Athletics. And it's the athletic administrator who makes it all happen. So while you're thanking me for all that I do, thank them too. They deserve it.
This message presented by the NIAAA, the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to Molly and Jim, your afternoon home for Wisconsin sports talk on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Oh my, my, tell me what do I see? A long-legged woman staring back at me. Looking so good, I'm high.
East Washington Street here in Madison's got a problem. And look, a serious note, like, people got to slow down on there. There's been some tragedies on East Wash, but I today saw firsthand like how just ridiculous people drive on East Wash, Molly. So this is Molly and Jimmy. You see us in the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. Riley up behind the glass. And you can chime in with your own stories about East Wash. But I went across the street to get myself just a little bit of like a late.
Tell us what you got for lunch first.
I got a light lunch. I got sushi from Festival across the street. It did crack me up because I wanted to get something that at least was real. So I got the tuna. And because everything else, it says imitation crab, but it spells it with a K. Like, if it's imitation, you don't have to also spell it wrong.
I've never seen an imitation crab with a K.
Neither have I.
I think they literally spelled it wrong.
Oh, maybe.
Because
every single one.
Even when I Google it, like nothing comes up for imitation crab. It's crab with a C.
Because when I see it like that, I think of, and I don't even really watch SpongeBob, but like, isn't there crab cakes or Krabby or something? Or
Krabby Patties. Come on.
Krabby
And then it's
Patties.
Krabby. Yes.
Okay, yeah. So, like, maybe the person who typed this up just doesn't know how to spell crab.
I think
because
that's
they
the
all
case.
said it. Like, all of them. I'm like, what the? Anyways, on my way.
Wait, hold on. Pause.
Yeah.
Was it 50% off?
Yes, Wednesday, 50% off.
Riley, are you buying 50% off sushi at a grocery store?
No, but that's because I don't like sushi in general.
So I don't like fish. I'll eat sushi, but like I'm more of like give me like a California roll where it's not real fish and like it doesn't taste fishy or anything. Like it's just like avocado and cream cheese basically. But like if you did like sushi, would you buy it when it's 50% off Wednesdays from a grocery store?
I'm cheap. Yeah, probably.
God.
I'm
Because you're
looking
just
for deals.
asking to get like explosive diarrhea.
But maybe it's your Taco Bell route, you know? Maybe, clean yourself out and everything. Maybe that's just a strategy.
call.
So
No, okay. That is not why I go to Taco Bell, but sure.
I thought that's what you said on the show. No?
No. I think I said, should I guzzle a bottle of Miralax, not should I eat a cheesy gordita crunch.
Oh, okay. So 6 of one, half dozen of the other. So like with that, anyways, no problems. But the funny thing is so is imitation crab so is this even sushi? Because imitation crab is what? I don't even know what that is.
I believe it's fish.
Okay, so
and
it's at least
flavoring.
fish.
Yeah, it's fish
adjacent. So it's
it's fish product. It's fish that's
so it's
mashed
like the
together
hot
to make
dog.
it's like a hot dog.
It's like a hot dog
but
of
the sea. The hot dog
a
of the sea.
Japanese seafood product made from a paste of pulverized whitefish.
Pulverized.
Mixed with starch flavorings and other ingredients shaped and cured to mimic crab meat.
Boom.
That is a crab stick. So I would assume that crab sticks are chopped down to be your sushi.
All right. So anyways, I got tuna today. But anyways, on my way over, I decided, and then today half the time I just cut across the East Wash because
you can just run.
Festivals changed the entry point where you have to walk to their
Can't
main
go in
entrance.
the liquor
you can't
store
go,
anymore.
you can't go in the liquor store as your main entrance.
Okay.
So it's a little bit more time outside. Not the end of the world, but I
when it's
decided
100 degrees.
Yeah, today I was like, you know what? I'm not walking as much recently because it's too damn hot. So I'm going to walk normal, and so I crossed the crosswalk over by Vintage, and then I'm getting ready to cross East Wash. The hand turns white, tells me, the walking guy comes on. The red hand goes away, walking guy comes on. And so I start to step forward, and this, old, I don't know, SUV POS comes whipping around the corner and, comes within a half inch to an inch of the edge of my shoe as they're making a right turn at what must have been at a minimum 25 miles per hour. They didn't even think of slowing down for the turn and just whipped it around the corner. That upset me because it was and then it's all right, there's just look at, there's no hubcaps. There's how those cars have the fake, or they have sometimes they'll have the extra wheel on the back. That was gone. I was like, what?
You're if this guy ran me over, I'm paying for my own medical.
Right, exactly. So that happened. So I gathered myself. I'm like, well, that was close. So I walked to the median at East Wash, and then the walk guy comes on again. I start to walk across. This one I feel confident. All the cars are stopped. There's no turns coming from anywhere.
It's looking good.
Right.
I hate, the more that you're talking about this, it just makes me realize how much I hate that intersection where it's just you have to walk left to go right to go left. It's just
it
the
really
worst
is. Yes.
crosswalks.
It really is. So I start walking, and I'm near the sidewalk, and I look to my right, and I see this and hear this e-bike squealing its tires and coming to a stop, because apparently they didn't think that the stoplight also applies for them, even though the stoplight exists so I can cross in the crosswalk, which is in their path. And then for a second I thought they were gonna give me a look. I'm like, look, man, I am in the crosswalk, in the walk. You're just a jerk.
Right.
And so anyways, they nailed the brakes and I almost got hit by that stupid thing. And so, but even on the way back, and then I'm crossing, so I'm like extra aware. And like the cars like coming up to the line to stop are like, why are you at 20 miles per hour 10 feet before you have to stop?
See, so can we agree Madison drivers objectively are bad? In my experience, both as a student on campus, and I'm talking mostly in the downtown.
I was going to say downtown is the problem.
Downtown
Not so much like
region is bad.
All right, can we talk about students are the biggest you-know-what holes?
Well, yeah.
As they think that they're like king and they can walk across the street whenever they want.
Well, yeah, I did that too.
I did too.
When I was a student.
And I was a
It's
jerk
how
too.
It is. Yes, exactly.
It's the worst.
That's just how it is when you're a student. But as a student, you also occasionally, you're driving around, you're going off campus, or you're biking, or you're walking on campus. And downtown, people forget how to drive. It's terrible. It's so annoying. And Jim, I had an experience like you. I literally had the walk sign, and someone, while I had the walk, was yelling at me from their car saying, get out of the way, get out of the road. And it's like, I have the walk. Why are you yelling at me? I can walk. It's ridiculous. Downtown Madison is so frustrating to travel through.
Agree. And then once they added in, I don't know how much you guys travel in East Wash. I mean, other than being here by the office, but I drive on East Wash every single day, and the bus lanes, when they put those in too, and then it shrunk down traffic from 3 lanes to 2, the worst. I have not had an experience where I've almost been run over by a car, thankfully. So I can't relate.
I've been hit by a car.
What?
Yeah.
You haven't.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I was riding my bike, so I was definitely not old enough to drive. I was probably 14, riding. I was old enough to my parents were just summer, go do your thing. So I biked a good 1.5 miles, 2 miles downtown to downtown Cedarburg, and I was riding around with my friends, and I was crossing the street. I had the right of way, but some car same thing, that right turn, they weren't looking and just pulled out, and I got a new bike out of it because they just. They were put, but I had to hit their car because they because they started to pull it wasn't fast that they hit me, but they kind of just were rolling through and they hit me, and then my bike kind of rolls underneath and they keep on going, and then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna end up in the street, get hit by another car. So finally they stop and they bent the tire on my bike and got
oh my gosh,
yeah, because it kind of went underneath. Yep, it all happened in slow motion. Initially I'm like, well, this is annoying. Then I'm like, I'm gonna get hit. So then I'm hitting their car because I'm. Don't want to get run over.
Yeah, that's crazy. Tommy T in Madison chimes in on the Carlos Talking text line. List is more 844-770-3776. He says 50% off sushi. You better eat it the day you get it.
I ate it within an hour.
There you go.
Yeah.
And you're still alive.
Yeah.
TJ from the road says, Jim, buy a lottery ticket. Today is your lucky day. But I'm going to add a little caveat here. That's only if you don't get food poisoning.
That's fair. That's fair.
Then you should buy a lottery ticket.
Or this is Final Destination. I've had 2 chances, and the third one's only going to get me on my way home.
I hope not, for your sake. What are me and Riley going to do with this show?
Right. Well, there you go.
Riley, slide on over.
Not for my sake. I'm easily replaced. Riley can slide right in and do the show right here. So, all right, we'll wrap the show up on the other side.
You're hanging out with Molly and Jim on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Imagine the peace of mind knowing your home or business is safe 24/7. I'm Jeffrey Beckman, president of J&K Security Solutions, and we provide security you can trust. Serving Madison and southern Wisconsin, J&K Security Solutions offers state-of-the-art home and business security systems tailored to your needs. From video surveillance to home and business automation, to find out how J&K Security can help secure what matters most in your life, visit jksecurity.com.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Back to school starts now.
Get long-lasting battery life on the Dell XPS laptop powered by Series 3 Intel Core so you can work from anywhere. Now starting at $699 with exclusive student pricing starting at $599. Complete your setup with savings on select monitors and must-have electronics and accessories. Limited time deals and free shipping on PCs and more await you at Dell.com/deals. That's Dell.com/deals.
When it comes to your yard, reliability matters. Shop with confidence at the Home Depot and get 4th of July savings on Ryobi, the #1 cordless outdoor power brand. It's time to choose your power. Both the Ryobi 18-volt and 40-volt self-propelled mower kits are on special buy for an even lower price of $429 each, was $479. Ryobi's battery platform delivers the power, runtime, and dependability you need to tackle yard work with ease. Shop 4th of July savings on Ryobi outdoor power only at the Home Depot. While supplies last, pricing valid June 25th through July 8th. U.S. only. See store online for details.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. From simple maintenance to expert repairs, Honda certified technicians handle it all. Need new tires? For a limited time at Zimbrick Honda, you can buy 3 tires and get the 4th for only $1. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop local. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
It's nice to know some things are still made locally.
At Chalmers Jewelers, your custom jewelry is designed and handcrafted right here by local craftspeople.
No mass production. No sending your piece out. Just real craftsmanship made right here in our community.
Custom jewelry.
Designed locally.
Crafted locally.
Only at Chalmers Jewelers.
Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton
and Madison.
A strong team makes all the difference, and Everlight Solar just expanded theirs. Everlight now offers roofing and exterior services for homeowners dealing with storm damage. From the first call to the final repair, Everlight quickly handles everything under one roof. When your roof takes a hit, you've got a team behind you. Start today at everlightroofing.com. That's everlightroofing.com. Everlight, powering through any storm. A proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics.
The ESPN Madison Open, presented by Coors Light, is back. On Monday, August 3rd, the ESPN Madison crew is packing our bags and teeing off at TPC, Wisconsin for a day on the links. This year's Open is benefiting Paul's Party, a Madison area nonprofit helping kids with physical disabilities experience the joy of sports.
The ESPN Madison Open is also brought to you by Hard Rock Casino Rockford, Annex Wealth Management, Vortex Optics, Badgerland Exteriors, Starion Bank, and Zimbrick.
Thank you for making a difference in our community.
Thanks for spending your afternoon with Molly and Jim on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Are you watching Team USA play soccer tonight, or are you watching the Brewers on ESPN? 844-770-3776. That's Carbon Soccer text line. List is more. She's Molly Brown. I'm Jim Rutledge. You see us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream and stream us on the ESPN Wisconsin app. Molly, you are soccer tonight, correct?
For sure. For sure I'm soccer.
So am I. Riley?
You know, if the Miz was pitching, might have to
You'd be flipping back and forth.
Not flipping back and forth because my husband wouldn't let me. Also, you only have like the hydration break to be able to flip back without missing any of the game besides halftime. So I would probably just have it like on my phone and I would be checking it every so often. But the Miz isn't pitching, so I don't care. Right?
Yeah, normally I would probably in this situation have World Cup on the TV and then put the Brewers on a computer. But today I'm getting some social media content around the World Cup, around Team USA's game today. So I'm going to be locked in on the World Cup unless the bars also have the Brewers on, which I would assume bars would have both on, but
you would think?
We shall see, but going to be more focused on the World Cup tonight.
It wasn't Team USA, but I saw some people in Milwaukee complaining that, like, yeah, great, the Brewers are on, but, like, can you also put in the bars we're not having any of the World Cup matches on?
What?
And they're like, all right, this is... And also the like, Brady Street, the places that people were talking about these bars, is like, I'm surprised they wouldn't also have the soccer on.
Yeah, because Brady Street, that's the main strip of Milwaukee, right?
And you're like, yeah, and it's just like you don't have to make the whole thing soccer, but, like, there's enough on. Just like when I used to get annoyed sometimes, like, go to a bar and if they had a bunch of TVs, like, yeah, Packers playing great, but, like, I don't know. The Lions are playing the Dolphins, on the other worth having on.
Throw
it
on one
fantasy.
other TV.
It got better with fantasy football, and now they put more on there. But it's like I get it, but also.
Side note: are you guys ever the people that ask for a game to get put on at a bar?
100%.
Yeah.
Me too. Yeah. I am for sure too. I didn't know if that was like a faux pas.
For a while when I worked at Damon's, I was clubhouse events coordinator was the job.
Oh, it sounds very official.
You'd make some announcements and you'd run the trivia and
count me out.
And then you'd also fire up the games.
Okay.
People ask for a game. So they either come find you in the booth, or the server waiter would be like, "Hey, can you turn on the whatever game?"
Yeah, if you're not willing, and it's one thing if you ask and they say, "No, we don't have that channel," or "We can't," or it's a pay-per-view, something along those lines. But if you don't ask, why are you going to the bar? If you're not gonna ask?
What if let's say you go to a bar on a Saturday. All right. You want to see the Wisconsin game because they're playing at Michigan, whatever it is. So that's an away game, so you want to watch it here. But then there's also, what's another team that you like to watch in college football? I don't know. Let's say, give me a good game there.
A good game. Let's say mid-season. You also have Alabama LSU on at 2:30.
That's the one that came to my head too. So great minds think alike.
Nice.
So that one's on too. So they have primarily 90. You know what? They have all but 2 TVs on, but the 2 TVs that aren't on the Badger game aren't on that LSU Bama game. Are you asking for the LSU Bama game? How I understand if it's your team that you want to watch, but what if your team is already on? Are you asking for another one that you may be interested in?
If it's a blowout, sure. I'll be like, hey, can you turn one of these TVs to Bama LSU? It's a really good game. It's in the fourth quarter. I think that's actually what happened when I was out on remote for the post-game show last year against Indiana. After it was all said and done, when Indiana was up, I think, 31-7 in the fourth quarter, they started flipping some of the TVs to better games because the game was over.
I mean, people ask me to do that at our tailgates that we have, right? We have our VIP tailgates during the football season here, and I typically put on whatever game is on ESPN, but then people are like, can you put the one that's on Fox? That's a better game. And I'm like, yeah, because we all want to watch good football.
Yes. Now, would you go to a bar that didn't have TVs?
No, not if it's a sporting event. If there's a sporting event going on, I want to watch. I'm not going to a bar without TVs.
What about this time? Let's say not today, but at this time of year, where there's not a lot of sports on, anyways.
This time of year, sure, especially if it's a date, definitely. But
if it's a cute little place, in Madison, we've got some artsy fartsy cutesy places, right? If it was this, now, not today, not during World Cup, let's say it's July 21st
Why
or something.
did you get into what's that woman's name, the impersonation you do? Real bad. You're July.
What?
The way you said it, you went.
Did I really?
Yeah, you're let's say it's July.
I can picture her face. I don't remember her name.
That is so embarrassing that I did that. Thank you for calling it out. I will be more mindful of being Jennifer Coolidge. My God. Also, that reminds me of Miss Congeniality when they're like, oh, well, describe your perfect date. And she's like, well, probably April 15th. It's not too hot, not too cold. Anyways, but no, if it was dead of the summer, there's really only Brewers games on. And for me, I listen to the Brewers games on 100.5 ESPN, not watching it because I don't even know where to find it anymore. But I'd go with my husband and just go chill there. I'm not a bar person or anything like that.
Yeah,
but I would go.
Yeah.
If it's a cute environment, why not?
That's fair.
And it's nice out. You can go sit outside, all the things. Yeah.
Yeah, I think now that I'm out of college and it's not we're just going out, we're hitting the town. I'm not really going to a bar unless they have food I like or if there's a sporting event on. That's why I'm going typically.
Fair. I think that's how a lot of people are probably.
Yeah, I was just, I feel I wonder back in the day if they just had the radio on at a bar and you just listen.
Probably,
that'd
just
be kind of a cool throwback.
That'd be a fun vibe.
Yeah,
just talking with your friends.
Yeah,
got the game on the radio.
Yeah, it's you almost have people dress up it's the radio time. Too.
Yeah,
do a
what?
whole
fireside chats.
Yeah, before they had TV, so you'd be a costume party too. When was TV invented?
A long time ago.
Question.
Probably
no
when
idea.
you were born.
1926. So
you were 10. Just kidding.
So obviously bars existed, so you have like a party like
Speakeasies.
Yeah, speakeasy, but like you dress like you're going to a speakeasy. And you listen to
Just the only problem with that is that if it's during this time of year when there's nothing going on, it is 95 degrees out. You're not going to be wanting to wear like a pin.
Well, what do they wear in the winter
whatever.
back then, or in the summer? I mean,
I don't know. Probably long ass
linen
pants.
suits.
I don't know.
Lighter material suits.
I'm sure
Are you
women
looking
had
that
to
up?
wear.
Yeah, look up what did women or men wear.
I'm willing to
on hot
bet women
days.
could still not show their ankles.
Yeah, the good old days. Swimming out and about, showing ankles left and right. Unbelievable.
It does look like they wore like dresses. Oh, that did show their ankles, but it went to like mid calf.
But I mean, where was this like in New York or something? Like, what were they
Maybe.
allowed to wear in Wisconsin?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Like a cow dress. All right.
Yeah, it had to be cow print.
We'll be back at it tomorrow. It is Thirsty Thursday. Tomorrow, for my good friends at Dancing.
I'm gonna wear my sweatshirt, so I hope it's not 100
Dancing
degrees
Goat
out.
Distillery, and we're going to be on remote at Poolies.
Oh yeah! Looking forward to it.
Every morning starts with questions about what's ahead.
At News 3 Now this morning, we're here to help you start your day ready and informed.
From the weather you need to plan your day,
To what's happening across our community and the 608.
and the consumer information helping you make smarter choices.
From your first cup of coffee
Or your third cup to the moment you head out the door.
Wake up with Chris, Kyrie on, Josh Savannah, and Michelle Renee Quinn. News 3 Now this morning, 4:30 to 7 a.m. Weekdays, moving forward.
There's a spirit you can only find in Door County, and Door County Distillery bottles it. Hey, it's Riley Yauk. Locally made in Carlsville, Door County Distillery crafts small batch spirits with Wisconsin ingredients and the flavors that make Door County unforgettable. From brandy, gin, whiskey, and my favorite, cherry vodka, my dad makes a mean cherry mule, to cocktails, tastings, tours, and more. It's a true Door County experience. Visit Door County Distillery in Carlsville or find your local retailer and more at doorcountydistillery.com.
The summer.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNWisconsinContests.com. That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com.
This is former Wisconsin linebacker Chris Orr. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN, WTLX, Monona, Madison, a good Karma Brands radio station on Wisconsin.
Sports Center updates on 100.5 ESPN are brought to you by Metro Kia of Madison. Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or visit metrokiaofmadison.com.
Into contention. And then I think if you look down at the bottom, the Pacers and the Wizards both struggled last season, but young pieces with the Wizards and the Pacers healthy again with Tyrese Halliburton could have them in the running next year. For the ESPN Radio Sports Beat, I'm Harry Lyles Jr.
This is Sports Center.
I'm Christine Lisi. Breaking news. After experiencing the best season of his NBA career, Jaylen Brown is Philadelphia bound. ESPN's Shams Charania is reporting a blockbuster deal. The Celtics agreed to trade Brown to the 76ers. For Paul George, 2 first-round picks and 2 second-round picks. The future seems pretty bright for Brown and his new team, according to ESPN NBA analyst Quentin Richardson.
Jaylen Brown is going to be yet again an MVP candidate right now next year. I think you're going to see him try and step his game up and take another step with this organization. And like you said, I love DJ Edgecombe. There's nothing not to love about this young kid. Obviously, we've seen Tyrese rise into be an all-NBA level player. The biggest question is going to remain, if Joel Embiid can be healthy, they can be one of the deadliest teams in the East.
This deal comes days after Brown was mentioned as part of a major trade package for Giannis Antetokounmpo. That deal fell through as the Bucks traded him to Miami. Free agent forward Tobias Harris, who helped lead a franchise turnaround in Detroit over the past 2 seasons, agreed to a 2-year, $31 million contract with San Antonio. Team USA attacker Christian Pulisic is in the starting lineup for tonight's round of 32 match against Bosnia and Herzegovina. After recovering from his calf injury, the winner plays in the round of 16 against Belgium, which rallied to beat Senegal 3-2 in extra time. Harry Kane broke Pele's World Cup goals record in England's 2-1 win over Congo DR. England will play Mexico next. Baseball, Tigers scored 4 in the top of the 11th, handed the Yankees a 7th consecutive loss, 6-2 in 11. 1 run scored on a wild pitch, another on a throwing error.
Hey, this is Rich Eisen. Coming up on Thursday's show, comedian Brad Williams is in studio, the latest from the World Cup, and the guest host is Seth Rollins. The Thursday Rich Eisen show becomes the Seth Rollins show. Disney Plus, the ESPN app, and ESPN Radio.
Well, it's one of those days, John, where we get together and we start talking about what we're going to talk about until we find out we're not talking about that. Amber and Ian here on ESPN Radio, the ESPN app, and Sirius XM Channel 8. You can give us a call at 888-SAY-ESPN, 888-729-3776. John Michaels, along with Tanitra Batiste here with you tonight. And the NBA world is officially shooketh. Breaking news, the Jaylen Brown era in Boston appears to have ended. Brown has been traded to the Philadelphia 76ers for Paul George. Couple first-round picks, couple second-round picks, and those deeds specifically per ESPN sources on the 76ers picks to the Celtics. 2028 first-round pick that could convert from a first to a swap that's more favorable to Boston. 2031 unprotected Philadelphia first. 2028 second round, most favorable of Golden State, Oklahoma City, Milwaukee. 2030 second most favorable of Washington, Portland, or Phoenix. But John, 2024 Finals MVP, 6th in NBA MVP voting this year, number 2 seed that he was able to get this Celtics team to in a season where Jason Tatum played just 17 regular season games, and you trade him to the team that ousted you from the playoffs this year in the first round. What was your reaction when this news dropped in our laps?
Well, we're doing our pre-show meeting, and we go, wait, what just happened? And I said, for who? For Paul George? Is this 2014 version of Paul George that's coming over from Indiana when he was hanging out with Roy Hibbert and giving LeBron James and Dwayne Wade all they could handle? No, this is the 2026 version of Paul George, 35-year-old Paul George. You went from Tanitra a week and a half ago being in the Giannis Antetokounmpo sweepstakes where the major piece was going to be Jaylen Brown to getting draft choices and Paul George for Jaylen Brown. Brad Stevens, I think, is an unbelievable GM, but I think he lost his ever-loving mind today.
Yeah, I think so, too. And this was one, as you mentioned, going back to even a week ago, it was, hey, we want 4 picks for Jaylen Brown, like 4 first-rounders up front. Now we're talking about the first-rounder. Then there's an unprotected first, but basically it's a couple second-rounders, if you will, and Paul George. And, yeah, when I look at what Paul George, the 2026 version of Paul George, what he brings to the table, and even looking at him over the past couple seasons, I mean, John, Paul George in 2 seasons hasn't played what we consider to be a full NBA season. 82 games, is what you play in the full season. Paul George is only laced up for 77. And granted, one of those, of course, was due to a suspension of 25 games. But ultimately speaking, whether it's for that suspension or whether it's for the injuries that have plagued him throughout his career, you're not getting that Paul George from 2014. You're getting a shell of what Paul George once was. And yeah, I agree with you. I was just shocked. I mean, I think most of us were thinking you're going to the Western Conference, right? Maybe a team like the Portland Trail Blazers that's up and coming, and maybe they have the ability to put together the type of package that'll actually be amenable to and appealing to the Boston Celtics. But instead, you're trading him not just in the conference, but you're trading him in the division. You're trading a guy who literally has all the potential, as we know, to have been an MVP. I mean, he was 6th in voting this year.
Right.
And literally we've seen him just continue to evolve his game throughout his time with the Celtics. But listen, you look at where this team is now, the Boston Celtics, and then you look at the Philadelphia 76ers, and you kind of think about the Eastern Conference. You kind of think about, okay, when we kind of rewind it for me, John, like a couple weeks ago, right? And we kind of start looking at the standings and trying to kind of figure out what the balance is going to be, or even a couple days ago, right? And you're thinking, okay, the Knicks are still maybe at the top of the food chain for now. And we know there have been some other moves that we'll talk about a little bit later that have shifted what things look like in the Eastern Conference. But you're thinking to yourself, okay, Kawhi Leonard to the Raptors, that may kind of shift things in terms of that top six, right? And you're kind of waiting to see what are the Cavaliers going to do and what are the Pistons going to do. But you're still feeling like the Celtics are in the conversation at the top of the Eastern Conference, but you're not necessarily having this conversation with the Sixers at the top of the Eastern Conference or in that conversation. So, I mean, are you surprised that with the Sixers still being contenders but maybe not top of the Eastern Conference, that the Celtics would move Jaylen Brown to a team that gave them fits and nightmares right down to Game 7 of the first round?
Look, going into the playoffs back in April, I thought Boston was the favorite in the East. Jason Tatum recovering from injury, Jaylen Brown playing at an MVP level, as you mentioned. Derek White had made a bunch of shots. Peyton Pritchard had come into his own as a guy that could spark it up from outside. You thought they were the favorites, and I figured this offseason it was going to be, okay, Tatum gets more healthy. They go find a big, which they did. They ultimately end up signing Mitchell Robinson today.
Yes.
And you go from there. We were talking about off the air how you handle Jaylen Brown. Once Giannis gets moved to Miami, if I'm Brad Stevens, I go, look, bro, where do we need to go? And sit down and make amends. I'm a married man.
Same.
I know there's times I have messed up. And you know what I do? I buy flowers. I might buy a little piece of jewelry. I take my wife on a really nice date, and I go, honey, I'm sorry. That's what the Celtics should have done. What they did today was say, we're going to downgrade, and I'm going to pick up picks for guys that might be in high school right now. It's a terrible move. I don't understand it whatsoever, and I think it moves Boston way down in the pecking order of the Eastern Conference.
For sure. It's Amber and Ian on ESPN Radio, the ESPN app, and Sirius XM Channel 80. John Michaels along with Tanitra Batiste here with you tonight talking about a potential seismic shift in the Eastern Conference. And you look at the odds and you see the Sixers, they moved from 60-1 to 22-1 to win the NBA Finals. Philly also went from 20-1 to plus 900 to win the East. And here's the thing. You think about Jaylen Brown and the fact that, hey, he's a guy who – yes, he can be a little bit outspoken on social media, but the one thing that we never heard was that Jaylen Brown said, hey, I want to tap out. And ESPN senior NBA insider Shams Charania, who, of course, broke this news earlier tonight, joined SportsCenter to talk about the Celtics and their part in making this move versus Jaylen Brown's.
For the Celtics, where this had come down to is they tried to trade for Giannis. They offered Jaylen Brown and 2 unprotected first-round picks for Giannis. They missed out, but ever since then, you know what's been interesting? They didn't just stop the conversations there. They continued to have trade talks, and by today, they were actively shopping, full-blown shopping Jaylen Brown around the league, trying to get teams' his best offers in. My understanding is Jaylen Brown, throughout all of this, never requested a trade. He never asked out of Boston. This was all the Celtics.
That becomes a big problem because we had heard, and you know, the loose internet rumors, you never really know what's real and what's not sometimes, but you had heard that Jaylen Brown asked out. Jaylen Brown wanted to be moved. I looked at a guy that was making $50+ million a year on a championship contender where he's had success his entire career. Why would you ask out? Now, would there have been feelings hurt? Sure. It always happens. If your name comes up in trades, you're going to have your feelings hurt. But you had a chance to go get Giannis Antetokounmpo, who's a top 5 player in the league. You got to get over it. And apparently now, according to Shams, there was no getting over it. It was the Celtics wanted to move on.
Yeah, it was the Celtics for sure. You can react to the Jaylen Brown trade right now because I'm sure whether you are a Celtics fan and you are in shock or you are a Sixers fan and you are probably we're going up, you can give us a call, 888-729-3776. Give us a call and talk about how this trade impacts the NBA offseason. We'll talk about it as well. But, yeah, this is one of those where, sure, we knew that there was going to be a domino that would fall with LeBron James, and we're still waiting for the next kind of wave of that domino. And Giannis Antetokounmpo, obviously the first domino, if you will. But this one, I think, was one where, just like you said, John, I don't think we were 100% sure that this would actually come down the pipeline because, just like you said, I said the same last night, hey, go to Cabo, go to some remote islands, go to the Caribbean and just have a drink on the beach and let's have a kumbaya and let's just be friends again, because Jaylen Brown has been a critical component with this team during his time since being drafted number 3 overall in 2016. This is a team that has won an NBA Finals. This is a team that has gone to the NBA Finals, has won Eastern Conference Finals. Right. I mean, this is a team that's always in the conversation, even though we thought this was going to be a bridge year. Literally, we're always saying the Boston Celtics are either 1, 2, or 3 in the East. So at the end of the day, it's one of those that still has you in shock, and it says to us, wow, where are the Celtics looking to go? But the Sixers, like we said, looking to go up. It's John Michaels, Tanitra Batiste here on Amber and Ian on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
A Major League Baseball 4th of July doubleheader. First in Seattle, the Mariners face the Toronto Blue Jays. Then at Wrigley, the Chicago Cubs go head-to-head with the St. Louis Cardinals. The Blue Jays and Mariners at 3:30 Eastern, followed by the Cardinals and Cubs. A 4th of July doubleheader on ESPN Radio. Presented.
Skechers elite athlete OG Anunoby has been making history on the basketball court.
Anunoby tips it in. Unbelievable. What a shot.
He's been balling out in Skechers high-performance basketball sneakers, and the world is noticed. But how does OG train off the court to keep in peak physical condition? Hands-free Skechers Slip-ins Aeroburst. They help prepare OG for the physical demands of playing at a championship level. Get your pair of Aeroburst for only $165 at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever high-performance running shoes are sold.
In this business, time matters. You're always looking for ways to be more efficient and stay ahead. We all have our own time-saving hacks. But if you're a business owner, how can you save time hiring? The answer? ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter has a new feature that shows you the most interested qualified candidates first. Save time and meet great candidates sooner with ZipRecruiter. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/sports. That's ZipRecruiter.com/sports. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Hi, it's Eric with Canopy Wealth Management. Taxes are intricate, and even smart savers can unknowingly work against themselves without a clear tax strategy. At Canopy, we help you assess your options and you make more intentional decisions with your money. Small adjustments today can lead to meaningful differences in your long-term financial future. At Canopy Wealth Management, care, competence, clarity is not just a tagline, it's our promise. Get started today at canopy-wealth.com.
Paid for by Canopy Wealth Management. Canopy Wealth Management is registered as an investment advisor with the SEC.
This is Aaron Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, letting you know that Siding Unlimited installs Pella windows and doors. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well, earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year award 5 times. New windows, our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. What's the next step? Call 608-220-0005 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
Bikers need protection, not just from other drivers, but unfortunately from insurance companies too. If you've been injured in a motorcycle crash, call Gruber Law Offices today. Bikers are often blamed for causing the accident because the insurance companies simply don't want to pay. At Gruber Law Offices, we've been fighting for injured bikers and their families for more than 30 years. Trust us to fight for what you deserve. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
This is our crew.
The pitch, a drive to left. This is high. This is deep. It is gone. William Contreras, a 3-run blast.
This is 100.5 ESPN, Madison's home of the Brewers.
The Celtics are trading Jaylen Brown to the Sixers for Paul George, 2 first-round picks and 2 second-round draft picks.
For the Celtics, they tried to trade for Giannis. They offered Jaylen Brown and 2 unprotected first-round picks for Giannis. They missed out, but ever since then, they didn't just stop the conversations there. They continued to have trade talks.
I think it's something Philadelphia had to do. I woke up this morning and I looked at the Eastern Conference and I looked at where Philadelphia was. I thought this was a team that was outside of the play-in.
It's Amber and Ian on ESPN Radio, the ESPN app, and Sirius XM Channel 80, presented by Progressive Insurance. You can give us a call at 888-729-3776, 888-SAY ESPN. John Michaels, along with Tanitra Batiste, here with you tonight. And, of course, the breaking news is Jaylen Brown moves on, the 5-time All-Star, the All-NBA second-team selection. He, formerly of the Boston Celtics, is now moving just a little bit down south there to Philadelphia. He'll be joining the Philadelphia 76ers in a blockbuster and shocking trade. But, you know, there's been a lot of movement in the East, but this one by far is the one that probably has had everybody off kilter, and it still has us scratching our head and kind of wondering, wow, what does that do to the balance of power in the East? But let's go to the phones. Latrell in Memphis, you had some thoughts on this Jaylen Brown move, this trade that the Celtics did with the Sixers a little bit earlier tonight.
Hey, how you guys? Y'all like good talking to you. I am so shocked that Philadelphia is going to win a championship now. Wow. And Joel Embiid, he can go ahead and stay hurt because they got a guy that can take it and bring it home. Paul George doesn't have it anymore. If he had it, the last game that he played in the playoffs, the last game he didn't show up, and he always do that in the playoffs when they needed him most, and he just doesn't come through, and it's kind of disappointing. But they got a guy now that he going to the hole, he can shoot the three, he can be up, he can do it. So look out, Maxey, y'all on the way.
Yeah, I will tell you, Latrell, good call. Philly, they are going to need Embiid to be healthy. That's still going to be number one for them to have true championship potential. If they don't have Joel Embiid in the middle when it matters, Jaylen Brown's a great player. I really love Tyrese Maxey. VJ Edgecombe, a young player that they have that could get after it. But to win a title, they're going to need Joel Embiid. But now, during the regular season, Joel Embiid could load manage. He doesn't have to play back-to-back because you've got a dude that can go out there and score. I just can't believe Boston would trade to a rival. Like, that is one of their most hated rival is the Philadelphia 76ers, and now they've got one of their best players.
Yeah, that's really, really scary. But I agree with you, just going back to Joel Embiid, just in terms of what we're seeing, the movement that we saw for the Los Angeles Lakers, understanding the importance of having that two-way big. That's why they went after Walker Kessler, and that's why the Boston Celtics are saying, hey, we kind of had some patchwork at the center position this last season, but we're going to go after a now world champion in Mitchell Robinson because we need that guy that in the middle. So, yeah, you're absolutely right. As good as Jaylen Brown is and is going to be great with this team, you still need a guy like Joel Embiid to be healthy going into the postseason for them to be a legitimate contender in the East. Mike in New York, this shocked us. This shocked us to see Jaylen Brown going from the Boston Celtics now to the Philadelphia Sixers. And, of course, a move that's interesting for you as well if you're in New York. Of course, Mitchell Robinson going to the Celtics. But what about this move of Jaylen Brown's to the Sixers?
I think that if you compare Brown to Tatum, there's a lot of people, especially with 3/4 of a year off, that are going to take Tatum. So they start out, we got a better player than Brown to begin with. Over the next 5 years, they got 7 ones and 7 twos. They may not win a chip this year, but what they did is
They got Tatum next year instead of Brown, and they say Tatum is better. So I think this is sneaky Boston doing nobody saw this coming, and over the next 15 years, they're going to have 7 picks over the next 5 years at 1 and 7 at 2. I don't want to play them 7 years from now at all.
Mike, appreciate the call. So that is the Oklahoma City way of doing things.
That's
OKC,
what I was going to say.
Obviously, when they got Shea Gilgeous-Alexander years ago for guess who? Paul George. They also got 5 first-round picks for Paul George. That was a much better version. The problem is they should be in win a championship mode now. Keeping Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum is better than what they're going to potentially be doing 7 years from now or even 2 years from now. You think about where some of those picks are going to be that you're going to get from Philly. They're going to be in the back end of the first round. They're not going to be lottery picks.
And you don't know. I mean, everybody, of course, is going to try it because it's a copycat league, but you don't know that you're going to have the success that the Oklahoma City Thunder had in terms of building that team through the draft, or that the San Antonio Spurs are now experiencing building that team through the draft, or even a couple of seasons ago where we finally saw after about 8 years the team that Denver put together through the draft actually paying dividends. You don't know. What you do know is what Jaylen Brown brings to the table as a 5-time All-Star, second-team All-NBA, NBA Finals MVP, and all of the experience that he's built up over the past decade of the run that's been Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. For me, I agree. I think it's a win-now situation that you're in because you have the pieces to be able to do it. You still have a Derek White on your squad. And let's just say, because I know earlier in the day I was going, wow, Derek White, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Mitchell Robinson, like that's a squad. So I just think that you never know about the unknown. And while the picks can be appealing and alluring, I also agree with you when you start getting to the end of the first round in the NBA draft and you get into the second round, that's when it gets really dicey most of the time in terms of the quality of that player to be able to impact you to on a run to a championship. Daniel in Houston, what do you think about this Jaylen Brown trade to the Sixers?
Diabolical. I think Brad Stevens doesn't know what he's doing. Trading Jaylen Brown to a rival team when they blew the 3-1 lead last playoff, insane what's happening.
Yeah, I think that was my first reaction, Daniel, was what are you doing? Like if you would have traded him, I just use a team out west. You trade him to Houston and you get a similar haul. Okay, you're only going to see Jaylen Brown 2 times a year.